right, let's take a look at the best reactions to Trump winning.
It didn't matter how many celebrities like Taylor Swift identified as childless cat ladies to endorse Kamala. Indeed, one can argue the celebrity endorsements did more harm than good. Sure, Kamala Harris effectively used the likes of Beyonce, Eminem,
Dubs in
and
the
Bruce
chat
Springsteen to get crowds who expected a free concert to her rallies. But the deranged ramblings of celebrities like Robert De Niro, Cardi B, and Oprah Winfrey proved completely ineffective in boosting the Democrats' vote. When you struggle,
I hope that this, if not for anything else, has shown that celebrities are not considered normal people. Okay, you can't have a celebrity be tell other normal people who work 9 to 5s what they need to do with their vote. They live in a bubble. They haven't struggled for a long time. There is no way in hell that you can sit there and convince me that Leonardo DiCaprio has the same exact life experience that I do. It makes no sense what you can like. They're always like, it's always the rich elite people who are always preaching about how our vote should go here and our vote should go here, when in reality they have no clue themselves. They live in a bubble. They live in an actual bubble that is not realistic. They haven't worked a hard job in a long time. Oh yeah, that movie was really hard to do. That movie really, made me dig deep to play my character. You're still pretending to be someone else, pal. Like, you have nothing in common with me. Mark Hamill, you haven't had to work a real job since the 70s. You are the last person who should tell me where my vote goes. Robert De Niro was fired by Warner Brothers. Yeah, dude, they're going unhinged, man. They're going unhinged. And I'll tell you what, the best thing that I've seen so far today was watching, believe it or not, Asmongold's reactions to these things. Asmongold has been on fire with a lot of his takes. So we're going to take a look at him too. Ricky Gervais said it best in the bath. He's great. Yeah, Ricky Gervais lighten up the people at the Golden Globes was one of my favorite speeches. We'll have to watch that tonight just so he can really sum up what I'm trying to say here much better than I could.
Struggling to afford your mortgage payments or put food on the table, the last thing you care about is what Jennifer Lopez has to say about democracy.
Yes.
The second Trump term cannot come soon enough. He has assembled a formidable team with broad appeal.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Sky News is like the Fox News of Australia and Europe and those places, correct?
Got a literal genius in his team, Elon Musk. He's got former Democrats like Tulsi Gabbard. He's got Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
I'll tell you what, I was like a little hesitant on Asmongold, but he's after seeing some of his takes online after the debate, I'm starting to think maybe Asmongold's pretty based actually, not as unintelligent as I once thought he was.
There's Vivek Ramaswamy and J.D. Vance. The future is bright for the Republicans.
This is my first time seeing her.
America, but Trump's triumph has seen the left emoting
exactly,
wildly,
Tina.
which,
Someone get Tina an Oscar stat.
Enormously entertaining. And it's quite clear that there is Australians losing their minds over this famous victory, and sadly, almost all of them are low information fools who've swallowed the nonsense the media has fed them. When you ask them why they hate Donald Trump, it becomes apparent very quickly that they are clueless.
Yeah, why do you hate Donald Trump? He's a racist, he's a misogynist, he's all these things. But what has he said that's racist? Oh, you know. Okay, well, what has he said that's misogynistic? Oh, okay, well, maybe he's a little misogynistic. I'll give him that. All right, you could probably lay out a couple things that Donald Trump has said that's a bit misogynistic. But as far as racist goes, no. I personally don't see it. I don't see it at all.
And talking about clueless, let's take a second to marvel at just how uniquely awful the Kamala Harris and Tim Walz team were.
I'll tell you why. All right, so Carla Staub says, I don't get why other countries care so much about the election. The president doesn't affect them much. Actually, it does. And I'll tell you why. In the mainly revolved around stock markets, right? Everybody in the whole world is invested in stock markets. And even though, and they all work off of what the American stock market's doing. The U.S. dollar is the main currency of. Hey, I'm on the stream, please. I can hear you speaking. The American dollar is like the main currency of the whole entire world, except for when it comes to China and Russia, which I think is like a different type of currency. But that's why people care about the U.S. election, because our currency affects the currency of the rest of the world. If the dollar's doing well, then any country that trades with the dollar is going to do well as well. World reserve currency, yes, JSOS. I learned a lot about this when I got into cryptocurrency. The more I learned about cryptocurrency, the more I realized, wow, the United States, no wonder everybody's so hell-bent on what we're doing, because in the end of the day, like, we affect a lot of other countries. Plus, if we go to war, pretty much everybody else goes to war or is affected in some way or another when it comes to war. All right, let's keep going.
Radical left ideology with terrible records in their respective states. Kamala is inept, unlikable, inauthentic. Walls is just a weirdo. And trust me when I say, if they didn't outspend Trump 3-1, they would have lost California.
No, I am not a professional financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but investing CASPA. I'm telling you right now, CASPA is going to go big, baby.
California and New York. Today, Tim Walz shared this message of unity and common understanding.
Swallow a little bit of pride and look a little harder to find common ground with our neighbors who didn't vote like we did in this election. Maybe we won't agree on every issue. Hell, maybe we won't agree on any issue. But maybe when the campaign signs come down, we all get a little break from the rhetoric and the TV ads and the fundraising texts, and I'm sorry about those.
All right, I'll admit, I didn't hate Tim Walz. I didn't hate him. There, I said it, guys. I didn't hate Tim Walz.
Maybe when we get a little break from this campaign that we're in, we'll be able to look at each other and see not enemies but neighbors.
Which is completely contradictory to some of the clips I'm going to be showing you guys in a few minutes.
How about no? No.
How about no, Scott?
Tried to put their leading political opponent in jail. They called half the country Nazis and fascists. They characterised parents at school board meetings worried about their kids being indoctrinated as domestic terrorists. They put Pete Navarro and Steve Bannon in prison. They accused Trump's children of treason. So you can screw your calls for unity. The majority of Americans voted for a reckoning. Trump risked everything to run again. They came for his family. They came for his allies. They used lawfare to try to bankrupt him, to try to imprison him on sham charges. He was called a threat to democracy. He was called a fascist, a modern-day Hitler, a wannabe dictator, and he withstood it all to win and win big. And as a bonus, he gave us this. When reality...
Please don't pay attention to the person named Mary.
...hits the left, it hits hard.
Fragile little snowflake. What a blowhard. He's a blowhard and a snowflake. He's a blowflake is what he is. He should change the hats to say, "Make America Wine Again." It's more than half of this country voted for the criminal, still trying to figure out what happened.
It's the day before the election, and I just want to come out here and remind everyone
I've lost all hope in the American people.
That no matter who you vote for, no matter the outcome.
Yeah, guys, just do me a favor. If that Mary person comes back, just act like they're not here, all right? Just do me a favor. I can't tell you why. Just trust me, all right?
I can't do this anymore.
The election results are not an...
This is all I can say about that Mary person. All right, there's a backstory there, but we're not getting into it, okay? But let's just say they're a pathetic human being, okay? That's all you guys need to know.
An excuse to be violent.
If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me.
Even if the results are not what you wanted, stay calm.
Oh my God, she's like going through like 19 different emotions right in front of us.
What is wrong with you? What has happened to freedom? I'm done.
And worry about something different.
I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
I don't think that...
I have to talk to someone, Jay Sauce, but maybe, yeah, I could. Maybe we'll have a discussion post stream about it in Discord.
Our beloved country, America.
Oh my God, this is like the female version of Trump. Look, she looks exactly like him. She could be his sister. All right, Kathy Griffin, you haven't had a career in years because you posted a picture of Trump's head decapitated in a picture. And now he's president again, baby. I hope you love it. I hope you love it. Listen, okay, again, I am by no means like hardcore Republican. Do I fall in line with more Republican beliefs than liberals currently? Yes. Was that always the case? No. I was a liberal for a long time. Like I said before, I voted for Obama twice. I even voted for Biden in the last election. But they have, ever since 2020, whatever the hell happened to the Democratic Party, I am not down with. All right. I have nothing in common with them people anymore. Now I find myself having more in common with people who are conservatives. Right. And I don't like the direction. Plus, I'm a white guy. I'm a straight white guy. So I'm not even welcome in their circles. So where else do I have to go but to the conservatives, right? And ever since I've been on the conservative side, everybody who has been on the conservative side has been just so welcoming, you know? And Trump won the popular vote. You know, it's like Asmongold has said this so well these past couple streams about how it's not even like the Democrats had this to win. It was their election to win, but they couldn't stop just projecting hate. That's all. They just hate. What's up, K-Huck? How you doing? Yeah, Drew York. I'm not familiar with that group, but I'm sure they're awesome.
Knows what it's in for with a fascistic society and dictator.
Or is that Kathy Griffin University?
I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being dramatic.
And got my lipstick on today, so I'm a little bit more together. We're putting a plan together. I cannot
not
live
touching
in a
this one.
That voted for Trump. I cannot spend another 4 years under that man. And so we have made the decision.
But listen, I'm just going to be very clear, okay? I don't care if people want to live their lives as a trans person, okay? That's their right to do after becoming an adult, an official adult. It don't matter. I think, you know, I've met plenty of drag queens in my life. I was a theater kid. I've met plenty of gay people in my life. They're all very great people. All right, I could care less what you want to do with your life. It's your life. If you know, dressing as a woman and having your pronouns as she, her makes you happy, by all means, enjoy. But what I don't like is kids being changed, because as a kid, I didn't know shit about nothing. And personally, I can't get on board with that. I just can't. Like, kids have no right to be making life-changing decisions at some of the ages that they were doing some of these surgeries. But after 18, if you want to do it, YOLO. You know what I'm saying? YOLO. Have fun.
That we are leaving. We're putting a plan together. Our plan is to go back to Australia.
I bet they don't go nowhere. Oh, I can't wait to see what she says about this. Oh, it was the end. It was the end. Hang on. If you guys hear Christmas music, that's not me. That is the movie that my lovely lady's watching behind me. Hang on. Hilarious. Okay, I'm trying to just watch clips of funny things, not just you know, news organizations covering it. Hang on, we'll find it. The View co-host reacts to Trump's 2024. Okay, this will be funny. Now, I want to be clear about something here. All right, this might get me in some hot water, but when I was into like being a Democrat and was like a liberal, and I would say I'm more like a Bill Maher liberal than anything. If you want to really get into my beliefs, when I was on the Democratic side, which I'm not anymore, but I used to enjoy watching The View. Like I worked nights, so I'd have my days off, and I'd always check in. I'd only watch up until Hot Topics, and then I would stop. But I kind of had a guilty pleasure watching these women talk about stuff. Only when Barbara Walters was on there, though. The minute Barbara Walters left, I was out. I was done with that show. Haven't gone back since Barbara had left. Suddenly moving countries is expensive. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. I mean, if you want to leave. That's fine. EG addicted to the yo, I might be. I might be. Don't hate the player, hate the game, I say. That's what I say. EG, type in lefties losing it. Okay, I'll do that. Didn't we just watch her? Is this a different one? Okay, so this is just wow. This girl is just really on fire, isn't she? Okay, here we go. Kamala Harris supporters react to Trump. Okay. I want to see like funny clips of people posting TikToks. After the election 2024. So funny, all our comment sections on local news on these guys are like, please go to Australia. Yeah, why does everybody want to go to Australia all of a sudden? I don't really get it. You good? Yeah? No? Okay. Well, I need you to step up, honey, and tell her she can't eat. Tell her your said you can't eat. I think you should respect that. Oh my god. I need you to step up, Mom. Oh, here we go. Wait. Leftist tears, unhinged meltdowns. Okay, this looks pretty good. Oh no. Here's the long one.
The results are in and Donald Trump is once again the president of the United States. But not everyone is happy.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to balance being a dad and running the stream at the same time. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I want to get you guys a quick opinion on something here, okay? Do you guys like this camera as hang on, no, it's the reaction vertical. Do you guys like this camera down in the corner, or do you like... Oh, no, it's not even the right one. I was trying to see the other video. Do you guys like that one down here, or do you guys like this one down here better? I'm trying to get your guys' opinion on this. So you got this one here. All right. This is going to be very clear, okay? If you guys like the one over here first, type 1. If you guys like this one, okay, this isn't working because I'm doing this in both videos. The left one has more light. Yeah. Yeah, I could light this, but it's no, I didn't even do one or I didn't even say 1 or 2 yet. Carla, stop. Don't start typing 4s. I like the right one better. That's the one that's like my side view? Okay, some people like the first one, some people like the right one, but I guess technically the right one would be the one I just posted up. Okay. All right. Jessica says 1, which I'm assuming is the first one. All right. If you guys like the side profile view, write 2. If you guys like the one with the window in the background, write 1. I like the one on the very far left, not the one in the middle. Okay. All right. So then I think that'll be fine. If I had more lighting on this side one, it might be kind of cool, but I was just trying some stuff out. Yeah, most people seem to like the original one better. All right, I was just trying something new here. Trying something new. All right, no. All right. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right, here we go. Let's keep going with the crazy responses to lefties. and the OG camera shows your glorious facey better. How'd you know it's the OG camera? Honestly, it's funny because I've been like going crazy, like because I want to start doing like real productions in my videos. I think the reason the content, like the commentary corner, doesn't get like as much love as it probably could is because it's usually just someone sitting with their face and talking. But I want to get more cinematic with the way that I approach my videos. So I don't want to just like sit here and talk to you guys. I want to give you guys an experience. And I think the best way to do that is to like shoot it like a movie, right? And have skits and have like interesting things happen during the videos. I'm trying to like evolve my craft, if you will. Yeah, that's because it's right in front of me. The other one's off to the side a little bit, but I do have lighting for that one, and it would look a lot better once I get it done. But once I get my final setup done, it's going to look so frigging cherry, guys. Right now, I have a good lens on my old body, waiting for a thing to come in to the mail, so that I can put it on the newer body that I got that just makes pictures look so nice and crisp. But I'll tell you what, this is an 80D right here, not ADD, but an 80D, Canon 80D, and this thing has been my best buddy for the past year and change. This thing has been always reliable, always turned on. This is the camera I shot. This is the camera I use for vlogging when I'm running around vlogging. This thing's great too. As you guys can see, this is just a kit lens that came with the camera. But this made, like that video I did at work, I shot it with this. I thought it looked pretty good, that video. Especially like in the morning before the sun came up, I thought like the lighting would just happen to be perfect for some really cinematic looking shots. But then I have like a professional setup now that I'm going to be doing when I'm going to be making films and things of that nature. So I'm really excited for that. I'm not going to tell you guys which one that is, but I forgot the name of it. R6 Mark II, I think, is the body of it. But it looks so good. I haven't used it in a video yet, so you guys haven't seen what it's capable of, but it's going to be in my next video that I'm working on now. So something to be very, very excited for, guys. Very excited for. We're going to be having all the angles, man. Some people say EG's got the best angles. That's what they tell him. That's what they tell him. They say, Donald Trump, EG's got the best. I mean, can you believe it? Can you believe it, guys? I haven't seen angles like this since I first met Melania. You know what I'm saying? EG's got the angles. Is it a film that I'm acting in? Now, yeah, I'll be doing a little acting, guys. I'm going to be doing a little acting, a little, it's going to be storytelling within storytelling. So I'm going to be telling you guys an overarching story while there's another story playing out that's just silliness, and fun. I think it's a good way to keep engagement up. It's a good way to not obsess over drama. It's a good way for me to be able to express my creativity while I'm talking about things. I've heard EG lately has got the best angles. That's what they tell me. They tell me his angles. I got to tell you, people, I've seen his angles. Best angles I've ever seen. Some people say it's the greatest angles in the history of America. In fact, I will say it myself. EG lately, he's got the best angles. I swear to God. They ought to change his name to Kurt Angle. That's how many angles the guy's got. But yeah, we're going hardcore, baby. We're getting into it. We're going to do this thing, man. You gotta like. There's a certain Blue Jay. I gotta thank you for this because when I was having my whole little meltdown stream, and I was like, oh my God, like I can't do this. I can't compete with everybody. What am I gonna do? Blue Jay said one comment that really kind of just stuck with me. And it was, I don't watch you to be the next, like, either Nerd City or the next Turkey Tom. I watch you because I want you to be the first EG. And that changed my whole entire perception. So now, I don't just make videos because that's how other people are doing it. I'm going to make the videos I want to make. You're going to see a new side of me that you guys haven't seen before, where it's literally, if I think it's a funny idea, it's going into video. Right? It's not going to be that I'm doing what I think other commentators are doing that works, right? But like seriously, that always, whenever I find myself getting into a mode where I'm like, oh my God, okay. I feel like right now I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of stuck doing Carla, stop. Can you remove Mary 40X, please? But you like essentially like instead of like trying to do or replicate what other channels that are successful are doing, I want to do I want to do my stuff. I want to be the first me. And so I thank you, Blue Jay, for saying that to me, because I think it hit home. All right, enough ADHD reactions, okay, guys? Let's get back to the good stuff.
Kamala Harris's supporters have taken to social media in droves, crying, screaming, and throwing tantrums because the election didn't go the way they wanted. This woman couldn't even muster words
Team
and
ADHD.
just screamed during her meltdown.
We're trying to kill Team ADHD, though, okay? Right now, dying. Boom, done. Oh my God. Maybe, Daniels.
And this woman took her meltdown to a whole new level.
Oh my God.
Violently screaming in her car.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
Yes, this is exactly why. Look how you're acting. Why would anybody want to follow you? What in your right mind would make you think that this person who's screaming like a child in their car is someone who has the right concept of who you should be voting for? Usually we follow leaders who are calm, cool, and collected under pressure. Not someone who screams like a pouty 4-year-old child when their mommy takes their toy away. That's exactly why they lost.
And this woman went through a range of emotions throughout her meltdown.
What's wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
According to some of the people on CNN, it's the white girl's fault that that Trump won. It's all white girls' faults because they turned their back on their own self-interest, apparently. I don't know how, but they do. She spits. That's what I heard too, Sarah. I heard she spits. She's a spitter.
What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom?
We just got it back, bitch. That's what happened.
I'm done. This is a message to anyone who follows me. If you voted for Trump, unfollow me and block me.
Please do. I mean, it's her request, guys. Why deny her that special privilege of taking away, She wants you to unfollow her, guys. And then see just how many people who actually are Trump supporters. This is not cool at all. All kinds of people voted and didn't vote for all the candidates. It had nothing to do with race. Yeah, it has to do with leadership. It has to do with how much it costs to go to the grocery store. When you can't afford your goddamn groceries, nobody cares about abortions because that's not directly affecting most Americans. You know what's directly affecting most Americans? Not being able to put food on your table. That's what bothers people. That's what they vote for. My husband said that it was disheartening because his mom was more upset when Trump won than when her mom died a few weeks ago. And that says a lot about her mother. Yeah, wow. I'm sorry, but like if I lost my mom, I'd be devastated. Way more than I would be if Trump lost, I'd be upset that Trump lost, but you wouldn't see me tirading about it because the American people, that's what they wanted, I still want to know where 20 million went on the Harris side. You'll never see that money again, Sarah. The Amish helped save America here in PA. Yeah. I'm so proud of my Pennsylvanians, my fellow Pennsylvanians. My fellow Pennsylvanians. Even though you tried to kill me, I still got your vote. I think Trump dodging bullets, not once, but twice, 2 attempts on his life, that was a big move in the right direction of why we should be following this guy. Why this guy is a good leader. And he literally came we're going to take a look at this too, but he came out and said his plans for the future, and my God, did he go in.
If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me.
Oh, if you didn't
The
vote.
fact that it's this close means I've lost all hope in the American people. Like, it should not be this close. Why would anyone vote for this person? He's so evil.
To you, he's evil. And I think you're an idiot. So what's that make you?
He's so demented. Kamala's not perfect. We all know that. We all know that.
I can't tell if this bitch is acting or if she's like serious.
She is not a convicted felon, rapist, crazy fascist, dictator, psycho.
And that's why we voted for him, baby. First felon in the White House. Let's go. It's so freaking funny, dude. Oh, I love watching it. I love watching it because they never learn. This is why they lost. And instead of being like, maybe we should change our rhetoric, maybe we should stop blaming white folks for all of our problems, maybe we should like kind of change up a little bit. They double down on it and start saying, you guys are the haters I always knew you were. Even though he won the popular vote, I am not the problem. You were yes, you are the problem. I'm sorry. Exactly. If he was such a bad leader and no one wanted him to be the president, why would he have attempts on his life? Yeah, you know who else who had attempts on his life? John F. Kennedy. And he goes down, he's still to this day, even though he didn't serve even a full term, is one of the most beloved presidents of all time. His brother was shot. Teddy Roosevelt was shot. And he lived, though. He lived. But he's also one of the best presidents ever. I seen in an interview New Voters, and one new voter said him and his family never paid attention to politics until the price of eggs went up to $4 a dozen. And I thought that said a lot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think she is too, Sarah. She's trying to grab that. Because apparently right now, like, there's a lot of people abandoning, like, leftist media because they just feel like they've been lied to so much. And now all of a sudden, you know, there's all these other people who are like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go capture those leftists. Guess what? You should have been fair. You should have been like on point and real with them since the beginning. That's right, Rogeri. You grow your own chickens. It could be rage bait. Yeah, just look at me. Look at me. Look how virtuous I am compared to you. But I don't think telling everybody they're stupid is the way to get fans. It's a good way to get a whole bunch of trolls, which will eventually wear on you mentally. You know?
This man, dressed in only a rainbow scarf and beanie, couldn't quite comprehend the fact that people could vote for Trump.
What the hell? You cannot be serious. How did I wake up to this garbage as my president? That's right, garbage.
This guy can't be serious. This guy cannot be serious. This guy went and found a colorful beanie and a colorful scarf and he's acting. There's no way this guy's really thought it was a good idea to go shirtless in a rainbow scarf and rainbow knitted beanie and start ranting like this.
I went to bed last night and she was ahead. I woke up to this freaking nightmare. Donald Trump? How? Does America have this many Nazi Hitler following?
That's exactly why you lost, you dipshits. Keep calling everybody who disagrees with you a Nazi and then watch how they react. It's only a matter of time until the minute that someone disagrees with you, right? The minute someone disagrees with you, you call them a Nazi and you call them, you know, a bigot or a fascist or something like that. Eventually, it's going to be one person on the other side being like, you guys are all fascists. And then they're going to be standing by themselves. That's exactly what happened in this election. A bunch of people telling everybody else what they're doing wrong constantly, and people just got fed up with it. It was enough. Nobody cared anymore.
Pieces of trash?
Yep.
I thought America was already great. Kamala had our economy skyrocketing.
Oh my God, fuck this guy. Fuck him so. Oh my God, he can't say that with a straight face. Really? The only good thing that Joe Biden did was fix our roads. That's it. And all that does is cause traffic for everybody in the morning, which they did need to be fixed. Let's be real. But, you know, come on now. All right, when she's not in the room, I'm muting it because there's no reason to have a TV going. But for real, it's like Oh my God! Shut up, Kevin McAllister. I'm trying to work here. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. This guy really said our economy's booming. Really, our economy's booming, bro.
People were happy. You could feel the joy in her campaign, and then all of a sudden, it's just been hijacked by these freaks of nature. They
Yes,
call themselves Trump supporters.
I am a freak of nature.
We live in a country full of hate. It's all hate, hate, hate.
Oh my God! If only that guy was like, seriously listen to what he just said. Nobody wants to live in a country full of hate. Nobody are bigger haters than the left. I'm sorry. The far left. Okay. The people who are like Bill Maher and stuff, no, they still have it right. But I would honestly say that I think Bill Maher is more of a conservative now. You know why? Because everybody on his party hates him for being honest. That's what it comes down to, you know?
Hate! Trump hates everybody that's not white.
Well, then you should be voting for him, pal, because look at your skin color.
And I can't believe people of color actually voted for him.
Maybe it's because you're referring to them as people of color. Like there's some kind of subhuman race. Maybe that's why they all voted for him. Because Trump actually treats them like human beings and doesn't treat them like a charity. That's probably why they, won. See, this is the problem, though. None of these people are ever going to really see the light. This is just what they're permanently going to be thinking for the rest of their days. Is just this.
How does that happen? What does he pay them? I'll give you some money if you vote against your own people. Who does that?
I'm convinced this guy's faking it. I'm convinced this guy's faking it. Saul, can you please get rid of Mary? Thank you. Although he is gay Santa, I will give you that. But this is insane, dude.
This is not gonna end well at all. It is not gonna end well.
And this woman is convinced the whole thing is a prank.
This is all
It's a
prank,
prank.
right? Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych. It'll be like a really bad dream, and none of this will have ever happened, right? Like it'll be like the first time, and then we're all gonna pull through fine in 4 years, correct? Please.
Yeah, we're gonna be in better shape in 4 years.
One thing right now, marriage is the farthest thing from on the table currently. So they screwed the pooch on that one if they thought that any of this was gonna actually help with the whole family and kids department and lowering birth rates, because not even any semblance of thoughts I had or hope for that is completely gonna be a no thanks for me, love. You think I would ever even dare bring a child into this country now? It was rough before. Now? No.
You just said it yourself. It was rough before. It's exactly why everybody switched to Trump, because it's rough. You know, why not try something different, you know? And am I saying Trump's like going to be the perfect president? No, but he can't be much worse than the guy we had in there just a minute ago. It sucks too. Like, you know, if I ever wanted to be like a Hollywood actor, my political, the fact that I even voted for Trump would be enough to get me blacklisted from Hollywood for the rest of my life. If that doesn't tell you everything that's wrong with what's going on here, I don't know what is.
That's cute. And the men, don't even get me started about dating. To think I was still entertaining a few moderates here and there sometimes. No.
Oh my God. Guys, consider yourself lucky. You dodged a bullet.
Oh, honey, no. Not even close. That's never goodbye.
And this is another woman who denied reality to cope.
Guys, we literally don't.
Not to pick on this lady's features, but it looks like someone took her face when she was born and just stretched it out like this. She needs to lighten up on the lip injections too, man. God damn. This thing's looking like about to burst.
Don't even have to panic. We literally don't have to freak out right now. We don't even have to we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because
recount the vote.
This streamer was so angry.
Oh my God, Boogie? Really? Did you go to Boogie? Oh my God, dude. This is pathetic too.
He ripped his shirt off.
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so pissed off. God damn it.
Keem made him do that. Guaranteed. Keem was like, yo, I need you to flip the hell out when you find out Trump wins. Like, I know he's like, well, I don't really give a shit about Kamala. Yeah, well, I need you to act like you do. I need you to act like you do. It looks like she's using one of those Zoom filters. Yeah, something seemed off about her. Lurk mode detected. Deactivated. All right, Master Toothpick, welcome to the fray. Welcome to the fray. Soul, I need you to get rid of Mary, please. Mary, if you really want to be a part of the stream, come back with a different screen name that doesn't have, that's not connected to another person in my community, please.
And this woman went completely mad, shaving her head whilst talking about how much she hates men.
Just woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know.
Oh, this is great. All these people cutting their hair. What are you proving with this? What is this supposed to be? All right, hang on. Give me 1 second, Soul. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, what is this supposed to do? What is cutting your hair gonna do?
How to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm gonna have to cut it short.
She doesn't even know if it's. Yeah, you should cut it with scissors first.
It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I gotta cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Coloring my hair. Having my hair be long and luxurious. All that being skinny, being hot, and all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be.
All the things.
Clearly, they don't give about us. And I'm talking to you too.
This woman took to the streets to let out her frustration.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this.
Oh my God, dude. Just absolute insanity, guys. It's just absolute insanity.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. It's time. Here is a lefty well and truly losing it, claiming
what's happening?
voting for Donald Trump is
what's
among the
happening?
most dehumanizing things you can
what's
do.
happening?
The narcissism, the entitlement here is
Okay.
off the charts.
That's so
Oh, I'm not transphobic, but what exactly? You're about to tell me the most dehumanizing thing I've ever heard you believe about trans people? You're about to tell me you're voting for Trump? You're about to tell me that you don't think trans women should use the women's bathroom? If you need to put a disclaimer and that but, maybe keep that thought to yourself. Maybe let's try and think of another thought.
Fake nails until eyeshadow don't make you a woman. XX chromosomes do. I don't write the rules. Talking about entitled and narcissistic, check out this British lady
I got it,
having
Sol.
an almighty meltdown because a polite driver called her Miss. You see, she doesn't identify as Miss.
I'm telling you, it's a frigging problem.
And I'm saying to you, thank you, miss. And then all of a sudden you start to be angry.
Why would you say thank you, miss? I don't.
Because I'm trying to be polite.
But how do you know I identify it as a miss? I might be a miss.
Identify it.
I might be something else.
Oh my God. See, this is exactly why they lost. All right. I think we had enough fun with this. Let's go on. I want to take a look at some of Asmongold's stuff because I feel like he's actually been incredibly based throughout this stuff. Asmongold's been posting like a madman too since the election. I'm trying to think of some of the stuff I watched. Okay, hang on. There's some stuff I watched earlier that I really liked that he was doing here. Oh my God, what is this? Why is this all here? I can't even see what it's. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, this is our country. This is good. This is Asmongold reacting to Trump's plans. And let me just be honest with you guys. Trump is going all in on this stuff, dude. He is not messing around anymore. He is not. And Asmongold actually is pretty based when it comes to like his responses here. All right, let's go. Okay, thank God that movie is over. I can get quiet now and actually think straight.
Country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels.
Yes.
In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major, major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation.
CIA
When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate.
There we go.
And just as, unlike the situation,
Me and my buddy Asmongold, everybody.
Very, very strong.
Thanks for coming
border,
by the stream,
strongest
Asmon.
border, in fact, in the history of our country, and drugs were at a low of 45 years. There's been nothing like what we did just 2 years ago. We will show no mercy on the cartels. Every day, drug traffickers are using the waters of our region to ship their lethal poisons to America, killing so many of our people.
I fucking love this. And you guys know why I love this. All right. This is exactly like, okay, first off, I want to be very clear, okay, as somebody who has been through the ringer when it comes to drugs, most of you guys know this about me, okay? He just looked at you when you said that, like, who is this guy? Well, Asmongold, thank you so much for giving me the floor for a second here so I can share my story. But as many of you guys know, drugs plagued my life for a long time. I live in Philadelphia. Philadelphia has the biggest open drug air market. I could go get it right now. I know exactly where to go get it right now if I wanted to. Thank God I made the choice for myself to stop doing that to myself. And, you know, not a lot of people can have that choice, especially if you're somebody who lives near that. Like, it would take me like an hour. It'd take me a half hour to go get those drugs, right? And then a half hour back. What's the best way to get rid of what's the best way to get rid of that stuff, right? It's to make it not available. Most drug addicts, I truly believe, if they cannot get it, will have no choice but to get clean. They will have no choice but to get clean. Now, whether they like that or hate that, you know, I don't care. It's at the end of the day, it's what's better for you. It is whatever is better for you is, in my opinion, the most important thing. So I love this idea. If you can get rid of the cartels, and it's not like the cartel. I mean, I know the cartels are like very crafty, but I don't think they can take out the president of the United States. I don't think they're that crafty, you know.
Oh, boy.
And ruining families. In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to...
Nah, you're good. You're good, Blue Jay.
Oh, my God.
Impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I did that before, and it worked. What we did was incredible. We will guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs to our country.
Let's go.
Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations.
Damn, bro. He is not holding back. And this is why we fucking voted for him. You guys like how I'm getting really good at editing myself so I don't have to go back and do it in post? Or make Ruggiero have to do it? If I can literally sit here and tell you guys that I don't care about anything because of the, you know, this guy, really good at just taking my F words out myself so I don't have to do it in post.
He's just saying he's gonna fucking just gonna go and kill him. Oh my God.
Why not? I mean, think about it. How many Americans has the cartel killed? Probably 10 times more, probably hundreds of times more than Al-Qaeda ever has. And we spent everything we had to take them out. Nobody kills more Americans than the cartels do. Let's just be realistic about that.
Will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. I will...
Jesus. Oh, wow.
Will also work to forge an unprecedented partnership with neighboring governments in our region, just like I did in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico alone, an estimated 100,000 civilians have been tragically murdered or gone missing at the hands of these cartels.
Tragically murdered, gone missing. I like how he saved that. He's such a good talker. I know he's like reading off a teleprompter, but I mean, this is good stuff.
Oh my God.
The Mexican government, run by a very fine man, the president, is really working hard, but it's not working out.
I think the key here to Trump knows that the immigration problem will not stop unless Mexico is like a safe place to live. It will always be the United States problem if Mexico doesn't have their shit together. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, he knows that the immigration problem is never going to stop until people can actually live in Mexico peacefully. It makes perfect sense. What better way to do that? Like, just the Mexican army does not have the resources to combat the cartel. Plus, everybody's easily bribed, paid off. You can't really pay off a Navy SEAL. The Navy SEAL ain't going to take no bribes, tell you that much.
These cartels are vicious and they're violent, and they have Mexico for now stymied. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption
Look at
that is
Hasman
allowing
Gold's
the
face.
cartels to preserve their brutal reign. And it is...
Oh my God.
We have the same, me and Asmongold have the same mic, by the way, guys. Mine's cooler, though, because it's white.
Bro, if this happened...
I know I'm right, Jammer. He knows. Trump knows this. He's surrounded himself with the most certified guys for the job. They all know exactly what goes on in Mexico, why people want to get out of Mexico so bad, why Americans are going to Mexico to vacation and then coming back, because Mexico could be an amazing place. If Mexico was able to get the cartels out and like have like a nice peaceful country, it could be one of the most beautiful countries in the whole entire world. But the problem is, right, the cartels have run that country for so long. And Trump knows that's why everybody runs. The minute you are on the cartel's radar, your life's in danger. You know, that's basically all it comes down to. The minute you do something that upsets the cartel, you and your whole family are on a ticking. You know, it's only a time clock until they catch you, and so that's why they have to leave. You know, then why did he build the fence? Because people are coming into the country illegally, Ruggiero. What do you mean? I don't know if you missed my point, but the whole point was that people flee from Mexico to escape the cartels. They're not coming here because they hate Mexico. They're coming because the cartels, for one reason or another, probably mark them for death, and it's only a matter of time until, you know, that death's coming.
Holy shit!
Indeed, brutal. Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartel...
We're not even going to send them back. If we capture them here, they're dead. There isn't going to be anything to send back. Let's fucking go. Sorry, I didn't want to edit that one out. That was a real one. I mean, this is exactly why everybody voted for this guy. And I guarantee you, he's gonna do this shit. He's never tell Trump he can't do something. He's just gonna want to do it 10 times more. I think that Trump, this might be the privilege of hindsight and people saying, oh, Trump said he was going to do all this stuff when he was president. He didn't do it, though. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to be like, all right, well, you know, he's going to do it. Like, he's going to. Because he doesn't want anybody to say he didn't make good on his promises. I know that if he knows why they are leaving the country, how did building a fence help? I really want to understand that. Because, Ruggiero, it wasn't just Mexicans coming in. It was people from all over the world. People from Iraq, Afghanistan were coming in from there. They'd fly into a Central American country, walk all the way up through Central America, and then come into America. That's why, and the thing is, yeah, they're still coming in here, but we can't take them. We don't have the resources right now and the plans in place to take that many people. And he knows it. Everybody else knows it. All the people who think that we could just take all these immigrants flooding in through the border are dumb. That's not how the world works, all right? And tell me again how you're not supposed to be pissed off if somebody who seeks asylum in America comes here, gets a free house, when most Americans can't even afford to buy their own goddamn house. But we're supposed to be okay with all these people coming in here and doing that, you know? Again, I want to be very clear. I understand the American dream. I understand people want to find a better way of living. But you got to do it the right way, man. We have procedures for a reason. We have terrorists in this country now because of open border. Exactly, Jammer. I've said this before. I've said it, and I'll say it again. If I was ever planning on invading America, I would send them in as asylum people. I'd send my soldiers in as people seeking citizenship or the American dream. And then I'd tell them to get in there, find where to get guns, find where to get whatever it is you need. And then when I give the signal, attack. Take out their infrastructure, all that, like Wi-Fi, communications, all in one big swell swoop. Because you can't come in here with force. You can't get in here with force. Then tear down the Statue of Liberty. It was given to you by the French because you accepted immigrants. Get rid of New York. No, that's different, Queen. Okay, Ellis Island was different. Okay, we didn't have the amount of people here. And even then, there was people that didn't like people coming in. Have you ever seen the movie Gangs in New York? It's a pretty good, it gives you a pretty good idea of what people thought of immigrants coming in. But at that time, American was coming into the Industrial Revolution. They needed more people. They needed more people to work. So they were totally cool with more people coming in. We outsourced all that shit. We don't have industry in America like we used to. Give my home country our statue back. Are you French, Queen? I mean, we still take immigrants. We still give green cards out like candy, right? But the thing is, you can keep track of all those people. You cannot keep track of all the people flooding in, Queen, illegally. No, tear it down. I could give two shits about the Statue of Liberty personally. I've seen it, wasn't impressed. But then again, I'm from Philly. I like the Liberty Bell. As someone whose family is from France, you no longer deserve it. I mean, are we flat out saying nobody can come here? We're not. We're saying you can come here. You just got to do it by our rules. So in no way are we saying. I think you're having a bit of a over-exaggerated reaction to this, Queen, to be honest with you. And we've had people flooding in, hundreds of millions flooding in, and putting so much pressure on the people who were living here. I mean, I'm sure that they all would go to Canada, Queen. I'm sure they'd all go to Canada. They might not like it, though. It might be a little colder for them. Come to America the correct way is all we ask. Exactly. And that's all it comes down to, Sarah. Well, first off, Queen, I didn't steal shit. All right, I didn't steal shit. So this whole you stole is, that's retarded. Like, I didn't steal nothing. All right, my family wasn't even here yet. My family came during like the Civil War, so they didn't even have I think Native Americans were doing something else. But Queen, you guys colonized fucking Canada from the natives. The same fucking way. I don't want to hear it. We won't accept people from the USA. They're too racist. Okay, Queen. You go on with your bad self. I'm not entertaining it. I mean, if you want to have a conversation, you sound like some of the people we were watching earlier.
Oh boy. Yep.
And their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on their hands.
Queen, you're not fucking here. You cannot lecture me on what's going on in my country when you're not here. All right? Philly is a sanctuary city. You have no idea the kind of pressure it's put on people I live with. And I know personally. You're not here to see it. You get your information from the news. Our natives don't pay taxes either, Queen. Our natives have our Native Americans that are still here now can open up a casino on their reservation without any questions. I am not in a cult. I simply voted for the guy. And I like the way that he's handling shit. It's stuff that needed to be done. Look, Queen, we cannot fucking afford groceries. All right? You can't do that. I know that you pointed out that I shouldn't show to my audience, but guess what? As much as I enjoy doing this, I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. All right, I do this because it's a business for me. All right, if I think it's great that you do it because you like the anti-MLM stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and just act like we're all a bunch of racist bigots. You have no fucking clue what it's like living day to day here, being constantly told that you're evil and you're fascist and you're crazy because you won't kowtow to what people are telling you is right. I am fucking not, Queen. How am I doing cult propaganda? I'm excited. I think it's great what Trump's doing. That's fine, Queen. See ya. Bye. You also said that people who get drunk and have sex are rapists. So, I don't know what else. Your takes have been increasingly more extremist. I mean, we're nice people here. We are, right? I've been very clear that I do not care if people want to live their life as a different sex, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some evil cult leader because I'm telling people that I think that we made the right choice in choosing Trump. Oh my God, dude. All right, let's just keep going. I'm sorry. I 100% you have the right to disagree with me, Queen, but I'm not backing down from this. I 100% think that Trump was the right person for the job, not Kamala. Where's your proof, Queen? Where is your proof for that? Where is your proof for that? If that was true, it would be everywhere. It would be everywhere. Yes, he's in a picture with Epstein. I feel like you're taking out your frustration that Kamala lost on me. All right? This is exactly why we are in the fucking mess we are. Yeah, I would agree, Beyond. I always considered Queen to be a friend. But, if she's not even taking even the slightest, it doesn't seem like, Queen, you have any interest in trying to see where we're coming from. You're just cult leader, rapist, bigot. You sound like the far left, dude. I know Canada's super leftist or whatever, but like this is stupid. To act like I'm like shilling cultist propaganda because I voted for Trump and I'm excited that the guy I voted for won is ridiculous. What? I'm racist now, Queen? Really? What have I said that's racist? Where have I said one thing that's racist, Queen? I bet you can't go through anything I've said right now that and find something racist. Let's just take a moment to hear about how your country looks down on every other country and thinks people are unworthy. See, Queen, you're just you're projecting right now. You're taking words that you've heard other people say and you're trying to make it sound like I'm the one saying it. When you know damn right I didn't say nothing like that. Never once said we look down on anybody. Never once said this shit. Yeah, I would probably listen to Blue Jay. I would listen to Blue Jay.
Millions and millions of families and people are being destroyed.
No, but I promoted your channel, and now you're here promoting a cult, so I will pull my support. Sorry, G can't support cult. Okay, bye, Queen. Thank you for the support. But you're fucking wrong. You're dead wrong. You should be happy that I'm somebody who actually stands for what I believe in, regardless of the pressure that you're clearly trying to put me under to change that. You know, like I've always treated you kindly, Queen. I've never once been out like, okay, Queen, let's be real clear here, okay? Have I ever come into your stream and been like, wow, Queen, you're really going hard on this guy. Maybe you should stop bullying this fella who's trying to do a business. You know, I don't. I have exceptions for the type of stuff you do, but I don't come in here and be like, oh, I'm not a fucking cultist. All right, you sound crazy right now, Queen. Like it's insane, dude. And frankly, if this is the way that you feel that you can come into my stream and treat me, then see ya. It's simple. Trump runs he won the fucking popular vote, Queen. He won the popular vote. I agree, Soul. It is sad to see. She hasn't even taken 1 second to try to understand where we're coming from, and just is like she's just regurgitating the shit she's probably seen on CNN and MSNBC. No, Queen, you use your channel to like make fun of people. I mean, that's essentially what you do, right? You make fun of people. So please spare me like the moral virtue signaling for the love of God. Like, I'll be sad to see you go. I always thought you were a really cool person, you know, but I personally don't know how you could come into a stream and just start yapping and saying someone's racist when I haven't said a single fucking racist thing. Like, at this point, like, it's probably better off, you know, to be this way. But I'm not. I've always vowed that I will always be 100 with the people who watch me, and I'm gonna stay 100 with the people who watch me. Not everybody in here. And if you saw me in the beginning of this stream, Queen, I would have said, you would have seen me easily say, look, regardless of whether you voted for Kamala or Trump, you know, I don't feel one way or another. You guys voted for who you wanted to vote for. I never once said, shame on you for voting for that crazy woman. She, you know, the sad thing is, Jammer, it has gotten to that point. It really bothered me the other day when she gave me a lecture about how I can't ask for donations because I can't put my daughter on my audience. Bitch, I'm here to make fucking money. Everybody online I don't spend 15 fucking hours editing my videos just because I'm a hardcore crazy artist. I do it because I want them to be good, but also I want them to be rewarding too. Like, can we be real here for a second? You think Turkey Tom is a content creator because he just really enjoys making essays on locales? You do it because you want to be seen, you want to be successful. It's a business model. That I agree, Soul. I feel like Queen's kind of been like it's sad to see, but I feel like she's kind of been like disenchanted by me for a little while now. And that's fine. You have every right to do that. But to sit here and say I'm a cult leader and I'm spewing cult rhetoric because I voted for fucking Trump, kiss my ass, dude. It sucks. I mean, this is probably stuff that so many other content creators have like dealt with in their time online. And it's why they probably all have falling outs with each other. It really is. And I knew that talking politics was going to be a little spicy, but let's not act like you can't go back in my history and watch my Why I Left the Left video and not see that I've been very clear. Yeah, let me go fucking support Antifa, Queen. Let me go fucking support Antifa. The people who throw bottles and bricks at people's fucking heads for disagreeing with them. Let me go support them. That's the side I need to be on. Jesus fucking Christ. Spare me, dude. Spare me the bullshit. At some point, you got to stop being nice. It sucks. It's because I loved Queen. I thought she was awesome. I thought she was a cool chick. But no, I'm not going to sit here and fucking listen to that nonsense. It's sad too. You know, it's sad, but this is the reality of the situation. This is not the situation that conservatives have put us in, by the way. This is the situation that people on the far left have put us in. Oh, hang on. I want to see, I can't remember what that, Joy Reid. Just another misogynistic man. All right, I want to show you guys this real quick because this is exactly the kind of stuff that Queen's kind of like would probably get on board with.
She had on this person, again, this is just on Friday. This is an ancient history, to counsel people who don't want to be around their family members who voted Trump.
Do you recommend, just from a psychological standpoint, being around them? We got the holidays coming up.
I think the answer is absolutely not. So if you are going into a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who you know have voted in ways that are against you, like what you said, against your livelihood, and it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why, to say, I have a problem with the way that you voted because it went against my very livelihood and I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me. If you feel like you need to establish boundaries with people, whether they're your family or not, I think you should very much be entitled to do so. And I think it may be essential for your mental health.
Stop talking to your goddamn family because they voted for Trump and they voted against your interests. Stop talking to your mom. Stop talking to this is the type of shit they want you to do. This is the type of shit Queen's listening to. It's fucking sad, dude. It's really fucking sad. I guess 90% of America is just racist. It looks that way, Sarah. Looks that way, including the black folks that voted for Trump. I guess they're racist too. The Latinos who voted for Trump, I guess they're racist too. Like, cut me a goddamn break, dude. Like, this is like, it's ridiculous, dude. It like this whole thing is ridiculous.
Our country is being poisoned.
Like, she jumped in halfway through the stream and saw me cheering about Trump, not having any context, when in reality, what was the rant I was going on about? The rant I was going on was that Trump wants to go after the cartels. And being someone who struggled with drugs for many of my years, I think that's a great idea. But I'm racist. I'm racist because I said people from Mexico are coming here because the cartels are dangerous. And Trump knows that. So going in and dealing with the cartel is probably the best way to really get to the root of the immigration issue. There's no problem with having a difference in opinion. The problem is when you fight over those opinions. Just say you have a difference of opinion and move on to something else. Yeah, and Blue Jay, I've always been respective of Queen's difference of opinion. We don't always agree on everything. Nobody ever should. But the minute she starts calling me racist, the minute she starts telling me I'm like pushing cultist propaganda, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do that. It's no way. No way, Jose. All because I voted for a guy who I'm just trying to make my life better for my family. Give me a break, dude. Give me a fucking break.
Matter the rest of the things that you say, because that is so offensive to them that they are just automatically against you. That's what happens.
But you also said not just Mexicans. You also said other countries also come in from Mexico, and they do. They do. If you've seen the interviews, of people who are coming in from Mexico, most of them aren't even from there. Nah, and this has been a couple streams in a row now that she's come in and kind of like one-guyed me with disagreements. I kind of had a feeling it was boiling over. You know, I know that like she rubbed my fiance the wrong way too when she started bringing up my daughter in my fucking chat. Like stop, dude. Like stop. Yes, I shill for the channel. I love donations. Thank you. If you guys donate to the channel, we love it. You know what we use? You know what we used our last donation for? Fucking gas. Okay? So, like, it's not like I'm sitting here living Gucci. It's fine. You know, I will be fine. We're not even in the same niche, you know? I always thought it was nice of Queen to like be so welcoming towards me when she came in here, but you know, it's whatever, dude. I get that being a conservative nowadays makes me evil in a lot of people's eyes. It does. But I assure you, nobody will be nicer to you in person than I will be. Nobody. Yeah. Okay. Take for example. Here's a good example. Today, you guys remember the guy I work with who's just always, like, pretty much giving me a hard time for no reason at all. Gives me a fucking hard time. I went up to him today, just me and him. It was only me and him, and I said, "Listen, dude. You know, I kind of think it's silly this weird beef we have. I'm willing to let that go if you are. I'd rather just get along with everybody who I'm around. It just makes life easier for me. It makes life easier for everybody else you work with. So." I stuck out my hand. I was like, you want to just let this shit go? He looked at me, didn't say a fucking word, turned his back and walked away. That's the kind of guy I am. And even though it took everything in my power not to want to like slug him for the clear disrespect he had showed me right in that moment, that's legitimately something that happened. I talked to my mom about it. I talked to my fiance about it. I both told him about it when it happened. I said, can you believe that he did that? Because it took me nerve. It took me a lot of nerve to stand up and be like, you know, I think this is kind of like stupid. Like, why don't we just let it go? And then to be straight, flat out ignored and act like I didn't say anything to him. You know, that makes me evil, apparently. So, and he's a Trump guy too, but he's not. He's just more like a petulant fucking child. I just started following her and was just getting ready to subscribe to her, but not now. I mean, listen, you know, this election just happened. There's tensions high. I'm not going to sit here and bash Queen, but I do take exception to be calling racist, okay? I grew up in a school that was half black, half white. Like, I was friends with more black kids than I was white kids. I don't have a racist bone in my body. I judge people by the way they act. I don't care what color you are. If you act like a douchebag, you're a douchebag. Maybe, Rajir. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is, but I was trying to make it better for everybody else we work around so they don't have to constantly be stuck in between the odd shit that goes on between me and him at work. But I thought it was the right thing to do, and I still believe it was the right thing to do. I mean, he doesn't. I think he needs to hate me because it makes him feel better about himself. I think that's just what it comes down to. He has to hate me. because it makes him, I don't know, makes him feel superior. Like my fiance said, it makes him feel like superior in some way because he, the minute he forgives me, he doesn't have power anymore or some weird shit like that. So Queen obviously hasn't seen the video of a man going to Trump supporters and they invited him in, then went to Harris supporters and they were evil to him. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. I laid all this shit out in my I posted a video when I first started doing YouTube called Why I Left the Left. And in that video, I go over every single reason why I abandoned being a Democrat and started voting conservative. The reason I was a Democrat in the first place was because I do care about other people. I thought the Democrats cared about people, and that's the side I wanted to be on. But they don't. Because no way in hell would conservative people cheer on what Antifa does to people on a regular basis. No fucking way. They throw bricks at people. They smash bottles over people's heads. If that's the side that I'm supposed to be on, fuck that. That's what I say. I voted Democrat to help gay people back in the day. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I like I said, a theater kid. I grew up around tons of gay men. I loved them all. They were all cool. They were all real cool, great people. I don't care who you love. That's your personal right. Which probably would go against a lot of conservative beliefs, like of people who are like further right than me. But it's whatever, I would never shame them. I would never shame them for being who they want to be. I will never shame them for what makes them happy. But I'm evil. I'm evil, apparently. I'm evil, racist, bigot because I voted for Trump. Let's keep going.
Trump said, yeah, exactly. Social issues were number one among swing voters. Yeah. And I really think that people are downplaying. And here's what's funny about it, right? Is that trans people are less than 1% of the population, right? So by all intents and purposes, this is really not an important problem to solve for the country, right? It's really not that big of a deal. Like, you've got inflation, you've got wars in like Ukraine, you've got like crumbling social systems.
I got it.
So really the focus, they're not. But the fact that the other side, like Democrats, want to use this as an issue and they're not willing to just kind of let it go, other people aren't going to let it go either. That's it. They have a loud voice. Yes, of course, right? And so, Ken's virtue is important. Yeah, and so that's what I think happens the most. Yeah, virtue signaling, yes. And so so he's using identity politics too. He is. And so basically, I think that this election, more than anything, I think it was a refutation of radical identity and social politics. I think that is a huge component to it because average people are very put off by this. And I'm always speaking about this from a perspective of I'm just talking about it like anecdotally, right? I'm saying like, oh yeah, I have like 7 friends that I've talked to about this that I've grown up with that aren't streamers or anything, and they all think the same thing about this. Oh wow, sample size of 7, who cares? But how many of you guys have had the same experience with people that are in your life that have the same opinions that are like, no, this stuff is crazy? I would love to see data. Well, there is data about a lot.
I can tell you right now, the majority of people who I work with all voted Trump. What's up, Daddy Scambit? You just missed a doozy, man. You missed a doozy. But yeah, everybody who I work with voted Trump. Believe it or not, half of the students at the university voted Trump. Are they all racist? Are they all bigots? No. They're people who've been outcasted by society, been finger pointed at, been shamed, been attacked for no other reason than what they look like and what they were born as. All the same exact fucking things that the left claims they stand for. It's atrocious. You know? And going back to, and not to bring up Queen again, but just to point out a clear comparison here. The intolerance that took place in that conversation, almost immediately deciding to like go on the attack from someone who claims that there's someone who's supposed to be advocating for people, right? That should tell you everything you need to know and why so many people voted against that. Because when they think of what's going on in our country, they immediately associate it with people like that who don't want to hear what you have to say. All they know is the talking points they heard on TV or what their friends have said or the echo chambers they've read on Reddit. And that's law in their book. That is factual information to them. And it could not be any further from the truth. Most real people, I'm blue collar through and through, dude. I'm a straight white fucking man and I own it every day. And if that fucking bothers you, you know, I'm not a leftist. I'm a conservative here in Canada, but we don't vote Trump either. We don't get the propaganda. But okay, Queen, do you want to come on and talk to me real quick? Let's have a talk. I think it'd be better than going back and forth with you in chat. I take exception to being called racist. I take exception to being called somebody in a cult. I will apologize for my behavior, but my mama bear came out and I wanted to... I totally get it, Tina. It's hard. It's hard here. It's hard living here. It's hard barely making payments. It's hard barely having to choose between either having a late credit card payment or filling your gas tank. That's the reality of the situation we live in right now. All right, Queen. All right, well, I gave you the opportunity. If you want to be childish about it, you can. I gave you an opportunity to come on and have a conversation, but I mean, this is you are not. You could say you're conservative, Queen, but I don't see it because no real conservative would be able to sit here and say that I'm propagating racism or propagating cultism when really all I'm voting for is my family interests. You know, I live in Philadelphia, very highly democratic city. They let murderers go after 10 years. People who kill in cold blood because they don't want to prosecute them. They much rather get the conviction and then some time instead of going for like the true punishment that that person deserves.
A lot of this stuff. There actually is like opinion polls and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. And so there's a lot of them. We're sick of the lunacy. And I think a lot of average people are sick of, you know, they're sick of being told that like, oh yeah, you're a bad person for like not seeing this the same way that they do. The data is Trump won the popular vote. Yeah. And I think that like the radical positions on social issues is actually one of the biggest issues that affects voting. I think it's very, very big, or at least like this time around. And the reason why I think it was so big is because these social issues are accessible to anyone. Like anybody can understand what a man and a woman is. Anybody can understand, like, you know, you look around and like men are on average taller, women are on average shorter, right? And you can see this. And so you can go to...
I mean, Queen, I'll be honest, like this, it's breaking my heart to hear you refer to me in these things when... You know what they've done to the truckers up there in Canada, how much you guys have been, if you truly are conservative, how they've frozen people's bank accounts for protesting what they believe in, just to turn around and not even like try to understand Who was I supposed to vote for, Queen? Kamala? Was I supposed to vote for more liberal ideas? Because if you say yes, then you're not a conservative. You're clearly not. And I've been very clear. I voted for Obama twice. I voted for Biden last time. I left the pay, and this is going on. Holy crap, baby, someone is drinking because I get a little dramatic when I drink. Yeah, I don't know. Either that or someone's, just kind of had a change of heart recent.
To like basically any place in the world, and they're going to have this same distinction. It's because it's a natural occurring thing in humanity. And so what happens is that whenever you diverge from that, you're denying such a core truth that a lot of people know to be true, and it's just not going to work. And so it's like, for example, if I know that...
I don't remember Project 2025 being on the ballot, Queen. Are you talking about Trump going into Mexico and taking out the cartel? That's Queen. That's not even a real person. Texas is not even a real person. This is like, who was I supposed to vote for? Queen Kamala? Is that who I was supposed to vote for? Would that have made you happy if I voted for Kamala? Do you like Antifa? Do you like Antifa smashing bricks over people's heads who have a difference of opinion than them? Oh my God, Queen. All right, I think I'm over it. I really am. I can't. I mean, you don't want to come on and talk, and stand and defend your points. So I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and just continue to be one guide by you. Like you right now, all you're doing is interrupting the stream. No, I'm an anarchist. Yeah. That's a real fucking great. Let's just go with no crime. Where someone can shoot me dead and everybody I love, and I'm cool with that. That's the way to go. All right. I put her in timeout. She just got banned for 24 hours. I don't have time for that. She's clearly emotional. She's clearly angry. But then again, I really don't give a fuck because I like I said, I voted for what I believe in, and ain't nobody gonna change my mind. I don't go into these things lightly, guys. I don't just go, oh, voting for Trump's cool. Voting for Trump's all right. Let me do that. That seems what all the cool kids are doing. I'm gonna vote for. That's not how I fucking work, dude. What in the history of what you guys have learned from me would make anyone think that I would be the type to just go, oh, let me just hop on the trendy thing. I'm getting indoctrinated into a cult. This seems like a great idea. Do you think I'm going to be out there marching for Trump? Fuck no. Do you think I'm going to be out there being a leader for Trump? No. Yeah, see, I told you, DSP.
Somebody thinks that the earth is flat. I think this is a really good one. If I know that somebody thinks that the earth is flat, I automatically assume that everything else they're going to say is going to be really stupid, and I think that they're a stupid person. And I think what's happened is that with these radical social issues, people view them the same as I view the earth being flat.
Yeah, I saw that, J Sauce. I got rid of her.
You say that, like biological men should compete against women in sports. This is like an automatic disqualifier.
Thank you, though. I appreciate you, J Sauce, for pointing that out. Keeping track of things. Follow me.
Because it just goes against every bit of logic, reasoning, and lived experience that they've ever had. Do you see what I'm saying?
Listen, if she wanted to come in and make points and Daniel's crew, if she wanted to come in, make points and be like, chill about it, but she started calling me names, and I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let someone sit there and hijack my stream calling me names and shit like that. I don't care how friendly you are with me.
That asked Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Further,
Jesus Christ, yeah. Like, I'm actually really curious because, like, now there's, like, almost no restrictions. Is he just going to go and just do this? He's going in? Yeah.
furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures.
See, this is the thing. This is what I was talking about before. It's like it's not enough for them to just simply stop it from happening. They are going to go after the people that did it, and they are going to fucking nail them up on a cross.
I mean, yeah, I kind of see why. Dude, what the fuck are you doing, lady? Like, get a fucking life. Leave Ruggiero alone. Like, I don't understand what's so wrong with you people. And you're trying to blend in just enough to, like, act like you're not doing... Thank you, Blue Jay. You're trying to blend in just enough to, like, try to act like you're not trolling, but you are. You have some kind of hard-on for Ruggiero. You're pathetic. You're fucking pathetic. You need to get a life. Go do something with yourself. Be more productive. Whatever you're doing now is not productive at all. Oh, my God, dude. What is up with people tonight? What is up with people tonight, dude? I swear. I just wanted to come on and have a good time, like, laughing at, like, shit Trump says. And everybody's getting all bent out of shape about it. Obviously, I'm not alone because he won the popular vote. And he won it handedly. Like, are we all in a cult? Like, are we all cultish now? Sorry, I was blocking Asman. Yes, she is Daddy's Gambit. There's this person who keeps coming in pretending to be her. Yeah, someone's obsessed unhealthily with Ruggiero. That's really what it comes down to. Just absolute pathetic. Someone who has zero life has to constantly attack someone else because they feel worse about themselves. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, I want to move on to some more stuff here. I think we got the point from Trump. Mainly, the main thing I wanted to look at was, before I got so distracted. I did, though, Master Toothpick. Trump, if I don't get a call from you tonight thanking me for my hard-earned because don't you guys remember this whole time, how hard have I been shilling for Trump? They might as well call me E.G. Shapiro at this point. E.G. Shapiro, because that's how hardcore of a conservative I clearly am. And only managed to talk about the election after the election. In a country I live in. While getting lectured by people who don't even live in my fucking country. This is, oh my. Oh man. Like, I'm just hoping that she's just like, fucking angry at something else and not that. But I know she hates Tommy C with a passion. And Tommy C's a conservative. Maybe that's, I haven't been exactly shy about the fact I've been a conservative. To me, it was just America taking back control and giving them the bird because we're tired of their shit. And that's all it is, Tina. Every day, we get that shit rammed down our face. We get it rammed down our throats. Non-stop. We can't even go to the movies anymore. We can't even fucking play video games anymore without having leftist propaganda thrust down our throat. And that's all this is. It's a swing. It's a people swinging back. People swinging back and tired of the what happened to Asmongold here?
This guy's Central Committee got banned 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, we'll have to check this out. I agree, Tina. The pendulum, as they say, the pendulum always swings back the other way. But I'm not going to sit here and get bullied. I'm not going to sit here and get bullied by someone on my own stream. No fucking way. I was tired of gas costing $50 to fill instead of the $20 it used to cost. I agree there, Sarah. I'm sick of going to the grocery store and having to choose between breakfast or dinner. Snacks or dinner. Like, this whole thing is terrible. It's terrible for everybody, Maybe one day they will see why we feel the way we feel. I'll keep kindness in my heart until then. That's all we can do. You guys know I probably would have treated Queen super, super kindly, but the minute she started calling me a racist and shit like that, I'm sorry. Chick Nugs. You get Chick Nugs. You don't get EG anymore. The minute Chick Nugs steps in and talks for me there. All right, let's see what Asmongold's bitching about Twitch for.
Because in plain English, put out a hit on Destiny.
Holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
If Twitch banned him, that means that Twitch knows that something happened that was wrong. And they are also acknowledging that for putting a hit out on another real person on a live stream with a $100,000 incentive, that only gets you a 3-day ban.
Wow. Yeah, that's bad. I am no fan of Destiny, but that is criminal. I mean, you're clearly advertising murder for hire on Twitch. Where in the guidelines is that?
This is insane. This is crazy. Mike from PA threatens to DMCA Asmongold, source LSF.
If you watch any of my content, you don't have a license, I will DMCA you. I don't give you any consent to review my content. I don't give you any consent to defame me.
Is it so, Mikey?
Wait, this is Mike from PA? This guy's from my fucking state, dude. Now, don't get me wrong. I know a bunch of people from my area who are fucking loony. Right, but now this guy, I can see being a bit problematic.
Hey, you got a license for that? Hey, you got a license for that? Hey, you got a license for that?
Yeah, this is pretty hypocritical. You watch media copyrighted material all day long, and then you're going to tell people that they don't have a right to use your content. Oh, I remember, Soul. I remember everybody was like all up in a tizzy when it went over $1.
I went and I said that if this guy doesn't get banned for 2 weeks, I am going to bring Dan Saltman. All of the information that's going to come out has not come out. Some of the most damaging information has not come out yet. And so what would you do if they auto-ban you the moment you bring them on? Well, if I'm trying to hold the platform accountable for allowing people that openly commit felonies and use the platform as a vehicle to commit felonies, and I get banned for that, honestly, rip bozo. If this is an extremist website that is meant to house extremist propaganda and crimes, etc., then I think everybody should be aware of that.
Oh, I'm sure Asmongold hired a boss ass editor.
Oh, tell him what? Here, you can say it.
I saw that fat fuck asshole Central Committee with his little mustache and fat face, and who knows how fat he is if he gets up. And he's a major one.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yo, bye-bye.
All right, yo, bye. This
Yeah, you out in Cali, right? Yeah, that Cali, I could never imagine living in Cali right now, dude. Absolute chaos. Right now in PA, it's around $3, and we get all excited if it gets into the low threes. Everybody goes to that gas station. So somebody put out a hit on Destiny, apparently, huh? I guess that's Oh my God. IRL streamer loses a $100 million deal overnight by a Tozy. I bet you his video is the same as mine, except mine got 2.4K views and his got 100,000. But we're not comparing ourselves to other people around here, guys. We're not comparing ourselves. Oh my God. Oh my God. The internet is on fire as Trump drops chilling video that stuns the world. Okay. This is actually an interesting one. Let's watch the same video that Trump put out that Asmongold was reacting to that apparently made me racist for agreeing with. But let's watch Four Brothers respond to it and see if they have a different take on it. All right? And I swear to God, if they agree with anything Trump says, we have to say they're racist, right?
Spends more money on education than any other country in the world, and yet we get the worst outcomes. We're at the bottom of every list. In total, American society pours more than $1 trillion a year into public education systems. But instead of being at the top of the list, we are literally right smack, guess what? At the bottom. Rather than indoctrinating young people with inappropriate racial, sexual, and political material, which is what we're doing now, our schools must be totally refocused to prepare our children to succeed in the world of work and in life and the world of keeping our country strong so they can grow up to be happy, prosperous, and independent.
The Cartier brothers.
We owe our children great schools that lead to great jobs and leads to an even greater country that we're living in right now. Right now, we're living in a failing nation.
I'm interested to see what they say.
These people running it, they're Marxists, they're communists. What they're doing to our country is incredible, but we'll take care of that for our children. Here are 10 key ideas that will power our movement for great schools. First, we will respect the right of parents to control the education of their children. Second, we will empower parents and local school board to hire and reward great principals.
That's another good point, Sarah. Energy. Energy costs are skyrocketing. $120 in hot weather and $400 in cold weather. Now it's $300 and $700. Yeah, see, that's freaking ridiculous. How are we supposed to live when you're getting hit for $300 to $700 a month just for turning on your TV? It's like, this is all the shit the Queen doesn't see, right? But she knows what goes on, right? She's might as well be an American at this point.
And teachers, and also to fire the poor ones, the one whose performance is unsatisfactory. They will be fired. Like on The Apprentice, you're fired. Third, we will ensure our classrooms are focused, not on political indoctrination.
Are these four guys cult leaders too? Because they just laughed at that?
But on teaching the knowledge and skills needed to succeed. Reading, writing, math, science, arithmetic, and other truly useful subjects. Fourth, we will teach students to love their country, not to hate their country like they're taught right now. Fifth, we will support bringing back
God forbid you like your
our
country.
Schools. Sixth, we will achieve schools that are safe, secure, and drug-free, with immediate expulsion for any student who harms a teacher or another student.
Damn.
Seventh, we will give all parents the right to choose another school for their children if they want. It's called school choice. Eighth, we will ensure students have access to project-based learning experiences inside the classroom to help train them for meaningful work outside the classroom. Ninth, we will strive to give all students access to internships and work experiences that can set them on a path to their first job. They're going to be very, very successful. I want them to be more successful than Trump. Let them go out and be more successful. I will be the happiest person in the world.
This guy sounds so evil, guys. This guy sounds like pure evil to me, man. This guy sounds like the most evil guy on the planet. That's what I heard. I heard Trump's evil.
But we want our children to have a great life and be successful. And
some people say Trump's evil. The evilest man in the world, they tell me. They tell me he's the evilest guy. Boy, I've known some evil guys, but none of them can come close to me.
10th, we will ensure that all schools provide excellent jobs and career counseling so that high school and college students can get a head start on jobs and careers best suited to their God-given talents. This is how we will ensure a great education for every American child. And one other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education.
I don't think I could even say that, Master Toothpick, without getting banned.
Work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job of it. You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation, and yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst. So you can't do worse. We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C.
What's up, Juan? Hi, everyone. Hi, E.G. Javier Malili. Pardon me if I don't get that right. Argentina's president, who's friends with Trump, lowered Argentina's inflation. I will post a tweet where it says that. Yeah, I would love to see that.
We're going to close it up, all those buildings all over the place, and you have people that in many cases hate our children. We're going to send it all back to the states.
I mean, look at the, just to prove what Ron just said is accurate. Look at the markets. The stock market is all-time high. Bitcoin at all-time high. Yeah, right, Jay Sauce? You know what I'm talking about. Bitcoin, it's at an all-time high right now. By like a good amount. Like a good amount. That's because Trump. Not because of Kamala. Guess what? If Kamala won, that shit's going straight down.
Thank you very much.
Damn. That boy don't play.
Tuition costs at colleges and universities have been
do these guys talk?
Exploding. And I mean absolutely exploding. While academics have been obsessed with indoctrinating America's youth, the time has come to reclaim our once great educational institutions from the radical left, and we will do that. Our secret weapon will be the college accreditation system. It's called accreditation for a reason. The accreditors are supposed to ensure that schools are not ripping off students and taxpayers, but they have failed totally. When I return to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed our colleges to become dominated by Marxist maniacs and lunatics. We will then accept applications for new accreditors who will impose.
Yeah, Roger, I think this is going to be one hell of a bull market. With Trump being in office, I think that next year is going to be pretty insane.
Ain't no bad question when there's money involved, and that's on
Soul,
God.
let's go.
Solemn Luna super chatted $20. Thank
That's
you
why
for
I
being
love you,
you,
girl.
EG.
Thank you so
I
much.
stand behind you 100 million%.
You help out so much. You know how much you help out. I tell you all the time. That's why we love you so much here.
Real standards on college.
It's not we love you more than just because you donate, but you know what I mean.
Colleges once again and once and for all. These standards will include defending the American tradition and Western civilization.
It helps us keep
protecting
going.
free speech, eliminating wasteful administrative positions that drive up costs incredibly, removing all Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion bureaucrats, offering options for accelerated and low-cost degrees, providing me.
I got to be careful now, Soul. People want to see me. People want to see me slip up. People say I'm a cult leader. People say I'm a racist. People say I'm a propaganda spreader. That's what they tell me.
Meaningful job placement and career services, and implementing college entrance and exit exams to prove that students are actually learning and getting their money's worth. Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit, unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment.
Damn.
A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all.
I like it. I mean, where is he wrong? If you go to college and you're getting one side represented the whole time you're there, that seems like strategic. That seems like a strategic scheme to me.
We are going to have real education in America. Thank you.
That's very interesting.
The department that Musk will lead is inspired by Argentinian government, who has a ministry for that too. Yeah, it seems like Trump is looking at countries that certain things are working for, and he's going to start applying them here, which it makes sense that that kind of stuff would work. I mean, just because we're on a grander scale, we have the resources to be able to do it efficiently. So these guys just clapped. I mean, clearly these guys are crazy racists.
I think both of those points are very interesting. I'd like to see how that's going to shake out.
I met a guy from Germany, man. He was on the cross-country team with me, man. He said, I've actually never seen... I guess he was basically saying Americans were dumb, bro.
Yeah, people say that all the time.
He was like, I mean, the math that I learned in college, I learned it in the 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
I said, bro, you're really going to make me feel that stupid, bro?
That's crazy.
Well, I don't give a damn.
We're in the next club, man. That was crazy. Yeah, he said to find them for their endowment. Some schools have like $100 billion of endowment.
So what is endowment?
It's like how much the school's worth, isn't it? Pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know what it is.
He's going to go as far as finding people for the DEI. Like if you try to do something DEI at the school.
I don't know. I think it's like...
That's what he basically said, bro. He said if you do DEI enrollment, that's a problem.
Well, it's illegal now because we did away with affirmative action.
It says...
I guess that is illegal.
Endowments are established when the donor specifies...
So
it's the total value of the assets.
So the donor's money.
Let's see. What is it?
Because the donors they're saying the donors are running it, basically.
The school?
Let's see what Louisiana's endowment is.
That's what the culture...
So basically, whoever the top donors are get to say, hey, you better be spreading this message in your classrooms or else.
We're having at this school is what the donor likes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like.
Look what their money make up, too.
Yeah.
It says University of Louisiana, where we went to school, has a $232 million endowment.
Wow, man. That
Football stadiums at least.
That
like
is needed, bro. That is literally pure indoctrination. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever this rich guy wants is how the school how the school's going to be ran. Oh, we don't like Trump. Oh, we're liberal as hell.
Damn.
That's scary.
It says where I went to school in Kansas has a $100 million endowment.
This is big money in school. Think about what Harvard is.
No, I know.
Think about what UCLA is.
UL made like $500 million in 1 year.
Yeah.
They just had it on record on the board.
Not even all from athletics.
What's theirs?
Harvard's endowment is 50.
Yeah, at the university that I work at, they've named buildings after people who donate it. Like you donate there, you get a building named after you.
$0.7 billion.
Damn. That's how much donors they got.
Damn.
And they push the extreme left.
We had to move this ugly ass statue that was donated by an alumni one time. It was like the ugliest statue ever because he didn't like where they put it. And because he donated like this statue thing that he put there. It's so stupid.
Stuff. All right.
Hey, man, this actually,
Trump,
bro.
hey,
people
this is what we needed.
They're saying this might be the best president of all
That
time.
is
He took care of problems we didn't know we had.
That's actually killing UCLA. UCLA only has $3.87 billion.
Harvard. Because all that donor money.
Hold on.
That's actually kind of scary.
What's another Ivy League school?
Yeah.
Look what that money make up.
That's freaking crazy.
That is
bro.
a lot of bread, bro.
That's a lot of money.
What are they doing with all that money?
Bro,
It's not all of it
Harvard
going
Can't
might
buy
be-
that many books.
It's not going
Everybody
towards-
got smartboard in their dorm room.
But you know what's crazy about some schools are like still, I guess they stick on like the tradition of just having like old shit.
Yeah,
man.
it says Harvard
Yeah,
has the most
weird.
the most endowment.
Guys, are you picking up on how incredibly racist these guys are? And how they're preaching Trump propaganda. They're indoctrinated. We're in the same cult.
At 50 mil.
like-
The next is UT.
Look, I don't take pleasure in like, picking on someone who is like a friend of mine, but I mean, I'm just trying to point out just how ridiculous some of the things that were being said are. I mean, I think that the reason they were being said to me was because of who I am. I mean, that's the reality situation. I think that's why the things that were being said to me were being said to me. But she would never say that to these guys. I'd bet you.
Yeah, 50 bill. Yeah,
It's like, where's all that money going?
Texas, Stanford, Yale, Princeton.
different things around the
Well,
university.
UT, I know they have
classrooms,
a tech program.
$5 billion.
Research. A lot of it is research.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
all
Wow.
types
They
of
be
different
figuring
things.
things out though too. So I mean, It makes us smarter, but when it's used for indoctrination and pushing
That's
one
the problem.
side,
That's a lot of money.
That's the problem.
yeah, it's got to be regulated. Like
It's
any
schools
NIL deal.
Y'all
about-
can't just play with this money like y'all won't do.
Education, and I guess if you want to talk, I guess be political in school, I guess you got to tell both sides, man. You can't just.
So how much you think that lady
That's
with the
insane.
bald head and the glasses was making?
Who?
From Harvard.
Who?
Todd, the one he talking about the president. He talking about the president.
The
That's
black-
looking at
Oh,
that
that
public-
How many dollars do you think the lady with the bald head and the glasses was making?
Lady? Oh, I forgot about her.
The one that I guess wouldn't condemn the Palestine
Yeah,
protesters.
I completely forgot.
Did she get
about
fired for
lady.
that?
Hell yeah, she got
She's
fired for
done.
that.
They said she
look up-
been tweeting.
What
I
was her
completely
position?
forgot
She
about
was
her.
the
She was like the
president.
dean. She was a dean.
Oh.
The new president's salary,
See how, yeah, look at how much the dean makes at Harvard, bro.
$900 a year.
You're still venting, bro. We get the frustration. It was very unfortunate for sure. Yeah, I mean, you think you know people, right? And then it just kind of like it catches you off guard. It catches you off guard. You don't want to see that. You don't want things to ever come to that. Unfortunately, I've always made it a point that I would be 100 with you guys all the time, regardless if it upsets you or not. And I'm planning on sticking to that because I think that's the only thing that like separates me from, not every other content creator, because there's so many content creators who are like that, who I love. But regardless, like at least you guys know I'm always being real. I will always be 100% with you. My opinions are my opinions. I'm not sitting here selling you guys some fake opinion to make you guys all happy and pleased with me. I would rather have nobody watching me but still saying what I believe than to have everybody watching me and faking things. Look at Cam Nuggets. Dude can't say anything that remotely goes against what his audience wants him to say or his career's over. I would never want to be in that trap. So if some people need to leave between now and then because they disagree so vehemently with something I've said, then unfortunately that seems to be the way that it's got to play out. But I will always be fair. I will always I will always hear you out. But what I won't do is sit here and be called names. I will not sit here and allow you to assume that I am something I'm not, like a racist or someone who is, in a cult. Oh, you voted for... That's the dumbest thing I think I've probably ever heard. And I get it. They love cult. Like, they're really into the whole cult stuff. But just because you voted for someone does not make you in a cult. I mean, that's got to be the most ludicrous reach I've ever seen from someone. It doesn't feel good. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I lost your comment. It doesn't feel good when someone you thought of as a friend drags you. Totally get it. Yeah, it's not cool. Not cool at all. I would have given her all, and I invited her on to hear her out, and she just wanted to call me names again instead. So, you guys can see for yourself how that all played out. I was trying to be mature about it. I was being kind until I kind of had no choice but to not. I know you are a very forgiving person, EG, but when communicating, you don't go for the jugular as that person did. Yeah, I would agree, New Moon. I try to be as nice as I can. Chud told me from day one that I'm gonna get my opinion changed because I try to be very fair and Chud stays fair, but I always tried to look at glass half full. I always try to look at like the positives, right? I try to look at like the ups of most situations. And unfortunately, sometimes the internet will bring out the worst in you, as clearly you saw right there, And, it kind of, she said that she like, I guess, what did she say? She said that she like propped me up and like told people to, or endorsed me. And then, but I don't, has anybody in here from her audience? I don't think so. So, I mean, while I appreciate her endorsement, and I endorsed her back several times, right? I always said, go check out Queen's video. So it's not like it was a one-way endorsement. It's, I guess she's going to go in her next stream, like, everybody go and follow him right now, which, that might very well happen. I was in her chat several times. Yeah. I mean, you know, I appreciate what she does. Just, you know, I think it's what those MLM, you know, the anti-MLM people do is good stuff, but I'm not going to sacrifice my morals. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you guys. And by no means, if you guys enjoy watching her, I would never tell you guys to stop watching her. That's just not something I would do. But I definitely did not like the way that all went down and how she was conducting herself. I mean, that was pretty immature. I mean, immediately just started calling me names. I mean, this is somebody who I've been friends with for like 7 months now. You know, the majority of my YouTube journey, I've been friends with her. And then out of nowhere, like something that quickly, doesn't even try to like appeal to me or try to see where I might be wrong. Just immediately just starts calling me names, you know, the worst types of names too, like things that are like the lowest of the low type people, like racists and shit like that. Well, you know, guys, you're always welcome to continue to support if you want. I would never, like I said again, I would never tell you guys not to do that, but yeah, it broke my heart too, Soul. It broke my heart too. You know, I've always been nice and kind to her, but I'm a man. I have a line. You know, I'm a human being. Maybe not even a man. Because I feel like any woman out there would do that too. But you know, you have to have a line of where you're just not going to be allowed to be spoken to like that, especially on your own platform. You know, I don't know where in her right mind she thought that would be a good idea, but and then to not have the courage to back it up and come on and like defend yourself. If I felt that vehemently and I considered someone a friend and I thought that they were going down a bad path and they were like, all right, come on stream and tell me, I'm like, yeah, I'll be right there, bro. Don't go nowhere. And then I'd come on and be like, listen, this is what you're doing. All right, this is why I feel like you're wrong. All right, this is why I feel like you might be, you know, heading down not the right path. Even though I vehemently believe that I am going down the right path, as you guys know, because most of you guys all did the same thing, right? And if you didn't, I'm not going to hold it against you. If you guys did not see the same things I did and voted the other way, I would treat you no differently. But when you can't give me that same respect back, I mean, what are you supposed to do, you know? Well, I guess, you know, unfortunately we got to see a side that we didn't know she had cooped up in there, but I'd imagine this probably means Sweet's not going to be coming back and anybody who was friends with her either, but that's all right. You know, guys, like at the end of the day, I do what I need to do to take care of my family, and that's the long and short of it. I do what I need to do to make sure that my family's taken care of. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But I'm always going to put my family first. And that's the way it should be. And I'm sure all of you would do the same. And if you're not, then I don't know, what are you doing? I didn't vote at all. I forgot to. And also, I didn't have time to. Oh, well, I know the Blue Jay, the line for the polling place that I went to was the longest line I think I've ever seen in all of ever since I started voting, which, you know, in my 30s now. That's like, it's a good couple, you know, it's a good amount of elections I've been involved in. And I voted every time. Every single time I voted because I think it's important. And again, like I've said, I voted for Obama. I even voted for Biden last time. I voted for Trump the first time. And I think that I think that's, I will tell you what though, the majority of the time, who I vote for wins. And I think that's because I'm, you know, not because I'm some brilliant guy or anything. It's just, I think I have a good vibe. I'm a normie. You know how they always say that people on the internet who aren't like aware of stuff that's going on are like normies? I feel like I'm just a normie who's sitting here talking to you guys, you know? So, well, I know they're very close, Master Toothpick. So, I mean, if we don't see her again, we'll know why. Longer than the line at the Tenacon? The Tanacon. Are you threatening to burn me alive? Is that why you're lighting fire? Oh, you're going to do the... She put the flame up to her butt and was going to fart and make it go... I don't know. Tanakon's line was pretty bad. What were you saying, hon? No, I know. I'm playing with you, honey. A lot of polling locations have been closed over the years, creating longer lines, but they are definitely more people voting than ever. Yeah, and they were checking IDs too this time. I mean, I live in PA, which is a swing state, so I know that like not every state's probably going to go that way, but I mean, if we pull up, all right, let's just pull up the election results. State map of president. All right, let's take a look. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Hang on, I got to go down a little further. There it is. All right. Red. Red. All right. Very small. The majority of the country, guys. The majority of the country voted for Trump. 312 electoral votes versus Kamala's 226. I mean, if this doesn't show you why I voted this way, then I don't know what will. I'm clearly in the majority. And I like to think logic wins out. Trump won the popular vote pretty handedly. He got over 50% of the popular vote in this country. There was a map on X showing every blue city or state was ones that require no ID. Not sure if it's true, but seems to make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that I had to do that. What's up, Cherry's channel? I have a sign in my front yard that says, presidents are temporary. Wu-Tang is forever. No matter who you voted for, you got to laugh. Yeah, you're right, Cherry. You're right. I mean, it's not worth ending friendships over because Trump's going to be gone in 4 years. And guess what? Now you lost a friend over someone who's temporary. And it was designed that way for a reason, guys. It was designed that way for that reason. Like, it's pretty insane that you could just throw away a friendship that fast. And guess what? You know what? If you could throw away a friendship that fast, I don't want to be your friend. It's simple as that. If you can turn your back on someone so easily, why the fuck would I want to be friends with you? What value do you offer me? What value do you give me? None. That just means you're somebody who can easily be manipulated and used against me. You know, why would you ever want to be friends with that? Unfortunately, finding true loyalty these days is so fucking hard. That's why there's so many single people out there. You know, I got lucky. I found a loyal one. But, all right, let's keep going with these guys for a little bit more.
That's what damn, 900,000. That's a lot of money.
The person before them was 1.3.
That is a lot.
Past generations of Americans pursued big dreams and daring projects that once seemed absolutely impossible. They pushed across an unsettled continent and
nice
built
when you
new
get lucky.
cities in the wild frontier. They transformed American life with the interstate highway system. Magnificent it was. And they launched a vast network of satellites into orbit all around the Earth. But today, our country has lost its boldness. Under my leadership, we will get it back in a very big way. If you look at just 3 years ago, what we were doing was unthinkable. How good it was, how great it was for our country. Our objective will be a quantum leap in the American standard of living. That's what will happen. Here are just a few of the ways we can do it. Almost 1/3 of the landmass of the United States is owned by the federal government, with just a very, very small portion of that land, just a fraction, 1/2 of 1%. Would you believe that? We should hold a contest to charter up to 10 new cities and award them to the best proposals for development. In other words, we'll actually build new cities in our country again. These freedom cities will reopen the frontier, reignite American imagination.
I
and
like
give
that.
Hundreds of thousands of young people and other people.
I'm sorry to pause you, Trump, but this is what the money should have been going towards.
That's actually crazy. No, that is actually
We're gonna
crazy.
build new cities. We're gonna.
I think about that all the time. These nice ass freeways, I'm like, people really built a lot of this for miles on miles. These railroads were built
Oh, they had a
miles
system.
and miles
They
on
said,
miles
okay,
on miles.
it's gonna go down here from Baltimore down here.
Thank you, Soul. And you finding my channel was a gift to all you guys finding me, and then deciding to come back again and again. I don't care if my channel dies tomorrow or my channel explodes and I'm the next Moist Critical. Everybody in my chat who's here now, I will remember you guys all your names. I will always remember. You can tell who's been with Chud for as long as he has. He always shouts out their comments, because he's people who's been there for him. We need new cities, Carla. So he's saying that the cities that we have are overpopulated, and that there's so much land out there that is not being used up. And these cities, like building new cities, would be great for America. And I think he's right. Granted, I don't think that we should build cities on like wildlife places or wildlife refuges. But if you're talking about like buying someone's 6-acre farm and then maybe turning that into a smaller city, like a Charlotte or something like that, I think that would be cool. A way to ensure the infrastructure of America continues on, and but again, I'm vehemently against like destroying any wildlife areas or anything like that. Like, don't build it in the woods, though. The amount of places that they destroyed to make Disney World is just like, oh, we don't want to do that again. Then I will go down on the burning shit with you. Thank you, Saul. It's been 8 months for me. Woo woo. Yeah, Tina Cat, still the oldest member in the chat. Not age-wise. Maybe no, not age-wise, but loyalty-wise. Yes, you've been here longer than anybody. You've seen regime changes, but we appreciate you, Tina, for that. We really do. And it should be affordable. Yes, I agree. I mean, I think that Trump is gonna make it's gonna be interesting 4 years. I think that, and I don't think there's gonna be rioting like there was when he won the first time, because he won the popular vote. So a lot of those same people who would probably riot against him last time probably feel betrayed.
This party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Sol and Luna became a member. Sol and Luna celebrates 3 months of membership. Happy to be here with you all and am here for it. Tina has 8 months.
Ain't no bad question when there's money involved, and that's on God.
Daniel's crew super chatted $5. Much love, EG. You're appreciated and I support you completely.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Daniel's crew. Thank you, Soul, for 3 months. Much love, EG. You appreciate it, and I support you completely. Thank you, Daniel's crew, and I support you too. Soul says, happy to be, I know it read it on the TTS, but I'm going to read it for you guys too. Happy to be here with you all, and here for Tina has 8 months. Look at that. Soul using her time to shout out another community member. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not entirely sure how long I've been subscribed to you. Well, I know that it's been at least 3 months because you, Tina, thank you. I was waiting for the alert box to light up to see if I was going to read anything, but I guess it didn't. Per character dancing under a rain of confetti and taking his hat off to say, you are amazing. You are amazing. All you guys are. Dude, thank you guys so much. You guys really know how to cheer a guy up. But then again, I also feel like a lot of you guys shared in that heartbreak to see somebody who we all used to be so friendly with, like, kind of turn their back on all of us. In reality, that's kind of what it feels like, turn their back on all of us. We're all celebrating what we feel is a good step forward for our country, and to have someone who doesn't even live here come and shit on us and try to shame us for the way that we feel, it sucks. But unfortunately, that's the reality of the world we live in these days. It was back when you went on Chris the Narc stream. I remember that. So that would have been probably 3 months ago then. Yeah, Blue Jay. Because I remember I think the second month you were here, we did the Blue Jay Lottery. You guys remember the Blue Jay Lottery? Everybody was fighting. That's how you knew you had a cool community. When the whole community keeps raffling away their own money just to get one person in particular a membership to the channel. That was fun. That was a good time. And by far, my most lucrative month on YouTube ever. So thank you guys for that. I mean, but I have a feeling this is just, again, we've only just begun. We've only just begun, guys. I have just, this month, or last month, was me crossing my 1 year. I've only been a content creator for 1 year. And that was in October, is when we moved into the second year. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm only 12 years into, or 12 years. I'm only 12 days into year 2. So I'm so excited to see what this year has in store for us, guys. I think it's, and my content's getting better every single time.
Question when there's money involved.
Thank you, Daniel's crew.
Daniel's crew super chatted $2. I just wanted to cheer you up.
And you did. You did cheer me up. Thank you, Cherry Chanel, for becoming a lately. You guys are freaking awesome, dude.
Cherry Chanel
Thank
became
you so
a member.
much. Don't forget, you get access to the members only vlog videos now. Much appreciated. I knew it wasn't. I knew talking about politics was gonna probably ruffle a little feathers. I didn't know it was gonna ruffle some of the feathers from the people that did, especially if they claim they were conservative. But you know, it is what it is. You know, and I stand by my. I stand by what I say, and I mean what I say. What's up, Moreau? E.G. Lady, you want to debate trans politics? Are you gonna start screaming at me, Moreau? Are you gonna scream? Are you gonna scream at me? I saw you yelled at Cam. So, what side am I taking now? That's what I want to know. I heard you will get access to EG's OF soon. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I saw you. Were you in that debate with Jade? Was it Jaden? I think their name was Jaden. Let's keep going.
From Houston down all the way down to LA and up to Portland.
People died.
That's what
I'm talking
misses,
about
though.
millions of people died because of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually so interesting. Like
on the railroad.
new cities.
Remember how much there's people used to be working on the railroads.
Reignite American imagination and give hundreds of thousands of young people and other people, all hard-working
Exactly,
families,
DSB.
a new
I
shot
am
at
what I
home
am.
ownership And in fact, the American dream. Another big opportunity is in transportation. Dozens of major companies in the United States and China are racing to develop vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for families and individuals. Just as the United
He's going to get us flying. Did he say he's going to get us flying cars? I think he just said he's going to get us flying cars, man. Trump's going all out. I'll tell you what. No other country has made the flying cars that I have. And I got to tell you, they fly like a dream.
Transportation. Dozens of major companies in the United States and China are racing to develop vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for families and individuals. Just as the United States led the automotive revolution in the last century.
I told you guys, did I not tell you it's going to be those drones? It's going to be those drone things. You're going to hop in, as easy it is to fly one of these like man-made drones. You're going to be able to fly up and then go to where you want to go and then land. And there's going to be like, you want to talk about air traffic control though. Hey everyone, what's going on? My DMs are pinging and I thought I'd come get the other side. I don't just listen to one and I try. Sorry, the chat just moved up real fast. And I try and not take sides. It's also 3 a.m. and I'm sleeping. Well, sweet, I don't want to wake you up, but if you, I don't know if you could scroll up that far, but if you go back in the video, you can see everything that happened in real time. But, you know, I feel like we had a bit of a disagreement, but you know, for me personally, I'm open. You know me, I'm open to hearing anybody else's opinions on anything. And then, you know, like I said, I would be happy to talk with anybody about any topic. Assuming it's not like rocket science or calculus, because I don't know shit about that stuff. But were you talking about Jalen, EG? Yeah. I think I saw on Tom's stream tonight, he was going over a debate with Jalen, and there was a couple other creators. I could have swore I thought Moreau was in there as well. But I would have to know what side of the trans debate I'm on before I agreed to it. But then again, I mean, I feel like I could rep either one. I get, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at seeing both sides. But anyway, Sweet, essentially, you know, I don't want to, we won't bring up the people's names anymore, but someone came in. I was kind of talking about, we were talking about the immigration crisis that's going on in America right now. And someone got really upset, referred to me as a racist and someone who is propagating cult stuff and saying I was indoctrinated into a cult because I voted for Trump, which I firmly do not agree with, especially considering the majority of my country voted the same way I did. So I'm too lazy when I just wake up to scroll. Just explain it to me. So I'm trying to, at least. I'm trying to do it in a way that doesn't make me sound biased, but essentially, I was accused of being racist, talking down on people. I forget some of the other things that were said, but because I said that people who come here should probably do it through the right avenues. And I took exception to being called racist. I took exception to being called someone who's being indoctrinated into a cult just because of simply who I voted for. And that's essentially where it got to. And then she just kept coming back, and I invited her to come on to give her point of view on it, as you know I always do with someone who doesn't agree with me. I gave him an opportunity to come on, and she just kind of just started, you know, acting a bit immature instead. So I ended up putting her on a 24-hour timeout because, one, she was hijacking the stream, and I was, you know, there's other people here who are here to see me give my takes on certain things, and I can't just stop the stream and talk to one person, even though it was making for some pretty interesting content at some points. You know, I just, you know, Sweet, I draw the line at being called names. So we're literally watching these guys because they're reacting to the same exact video that I was, and I was being called racist for agreeing with Trump. Yet if you look in this video, we have four brothers all sitting around talking about how great this video is from Trump. But I feel like they would not be given the same labels that I was given. And it sucks because I did consider her to be a friend. So pretty much feel kind of, in a way, blindsided by the whole thing. But, you know, I think I composed myself pretty well and pretty calmly until you know, I started having names called, until people started calling me names. I mean, you know, I'm all for a good debate. But at the same time, it's like, I don't really want to, you know, I don't really want to sit there and have like a schoolyard. I know you are, but what am I? It was a very unfortunate event that no one here wanted to happen. It just kind of snowballed on one side. I appreciate that, Master Toothpick. So it's a bit of a letdown, but the actions were justified. I appreciate you guys. I mean, they were all here. They saw it. I mean, I did not like open it up with like nasty rhetoric or anything. I think I was pretty relaxed and I mean, I started getting a little amped up when I started getting called names. And when you tell me to burn down, you open up your conversation with burn down the Statue of Liberty because you want it back or some whatever she started off it with. I don't think you're a cultist for voting for who you vote for. There's always going to be normal people that get caught up in this stuff. There was a choice of two evils. Pick from the one you picked. Yeah, and that's exactly how I looked at it. Personally, I would have liked to seen Ron DeSantis run, but or be picked. But everybody has their own picks. Personally, I think that Trump is the better candidate, and I was explaining why. And I'm talking about how I like the things I'm hearing from him right now, and that's what I ended up getting in trouble for. It was the first time I had to put my foot down as a mod. Sucks that had to be her to be. I know, Blue Jay. It was even harder to me. I had to sit here and do this in front of everybody. It's like getting in a screaming match with your friend in front of everybody else.
Ain't no bad question when there's money involved, and that's on God.
I mean,
Daniel's crew
I've been
super
noticing
chatted
a bit of
$5. I just wanted to say that those of us who live here know the real struggle. I appreciate your integrity and honesty.
Past couple streams,
Blessings to you and your family.
Thank you, Daniel's crew. You're really showing the love tonight. I'm so appreciative of you. Hang on, let me get the horn out for you. I just wanted to say though that those of us who live here know the real struggle. I appreciate your integrity and honesty. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, Daniel's crew. Thank you again so much. But yeah. Who you believe in at the time. If anyone thinks there was only one cultish side, then that's also wrong. The other side was just as cultish. Look at the reactions of the people on their side. Sweet. That's what I said. I said, who was I supposed to vote for? Was I supposed to vote for Kamala? Was I supposed to vote for Antifa? And I think that was the only other choice. Either that or not vote at all. And I'm sorry, as an American, I'm going to do my duty for my country and vote for who I think is the best candidate, out of the two. So, oh, you get the horn. Everybody gets the horn. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Daniel's crew. Did Moreau do a flyby debate offer and then roll? That guy loves debating people. I will admit, he seems to really enjoy it. He's like, you want to debate about trans people? If I didn't, you want to debate about trans people? Well, what side am I on? I don't even know. I don't know what side I'm on, man. Yeah, Sweet. I was worried you were never gonna come back. I was like, well, there goes Sweet now. I guess there goes Sweet. We hardly knew ye. I don't do Trump in any way, only out of knowing how lobbying for MLMs work. And the entire time I was on X wondering where these celebs were to speak up for scam and MLM victims. My only interest is in the victim. Yeah, exactly, Sweet. I mean, that's where your passion lies. And I think it's great. I think it's a good thing that what you guys do. I really do. It was a drive-by debating. Did anyone get that plate? I mean, I would need prep time. I can't just go in and start art. Then again, I've never debated, but I feel like I could do a good job. I saw nobody on either side being their voices. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Until, but I feel like, I can't even say that. I don't know. I mean, I think the MLM stuff is just so out of public eye. The only people who know about it are people who've been sucked into them. Other than that, I feel like most people don't really seem to really understand the chaos they cause for people in their lives. But anyway, all right, let me get back to this video. I appreciate that, Sweet, and I was hoping that was the case, but I know that you guys were pretty close, so I was hoping that wasn't the case. I'm glad to see that that's not the case, I don't know what really... I was hoping that she's just in like a having a bad time or something, and that's what it, that's why she was being that way. That's why I didn't ban her. I only put her in timeout to let her go cool off. Maybe she can come back and have like an actual conversation, or it's not involving calling me names and shit. I don't regret my vote. I'm gonna say right now, I don't regret it. Yeah, Moreau was in that video we saw with Himbleton on the last stream. He was on Himbleton's stream. He was debating Cam Nuggets, who, by the way, that's a layup of a debate. That was a pretty easy debate. I am much more difficult to debate. I will tell you that, Moreau. Because I don't leave logic, baby. That's where my home base is. I stick to logic like Velcro sticks to the other piece of Velcro. We can't change what's happened or who won. All we can do is, well, that too, sweet. And here's the thing. All right, I'm an American. I live here. So when I have people from other countries like kind of lecturing me on how I should have voted and why I should have voted, like, I'm sorry, I'm not. You're not here. You don't live here. You don't know what it's like being in this country right now and seeing all the shit we got to deal with. So it would be like me trying to lecture you on what's going on in Scotland. I don't have no fucking clue. I have damn well no clue what's going on over in your country. So Project 2025 is our fight now to save the FTC, the scam, and MLM victims, and consumer protection in general needs to be there. Yeah, I'm not familiar with what Project 2025 is. She kept saying that, but I didn't bring it up once, so I don't know why she was yelling at me about it. But I'll as always, I'll look into it. And if I see issues with it, I'm going to bring it up because I can't help myself. Yeah, Blue Jay. I know. Yeah. If you are an American, you're not allowed to have an opinion, I guess. No. You shut up, American. Y'all are so dumb. Let me tell you why you voted wrong. Okay. I only drive our roads every day, work for the government. I know exactly what goes on in around here. I see it every day. I'm out in them streets. I've been institutionalized in this country. But for all the stuff that y'all see, I see a lot of the positives too. Like, did y'all know that if it wasn't for the funding from my county that I live in, I probably would have died from drugs. But because I was low income and struggling with drug addiction, they put me through rehab for free. My county did that in America. So, say what you want, but if it wasn't for the fact that I'm sure there are probably other countries that do that too, but that's all I have my experience with is my country. So yeah, that's true too, Carla. She did say that. She said that they have their borders high so that she could keep out the bigot Americans or whatever. Which, by the way, yeah, fuck that. Don't shit on my country, man. It's our job just to put out information so that people have more in the way of knowing. It's to provide people with a better Well, sweet. I think you may need to relay that message because I was being called all types of names. That's what I got. I got called a bigot. I was told to tear down my Statue of Liberty, which is not even mine. That's New York. So I don't even live in New York. So I don't know why I'd have to go do that. I was told I personally killed Indians, Native Americans, and sorry, I know that that's a derogatory term for Native Americans. Sorry, I was raised on cowboys and Indians. All right, get off my ass. But it was nasty. It was a lot of nasty shit she was saying. All right, that's all. That's all. If you want to win me over, you got to come with like information that I'm going to be able to see, and you can't just come and call me names and then be like, yeah, that's what you get, because you voted for him. And then she told me she was conservative, which I doubt. I don't see how you could be conservative and then not understand why I voted for Trump. Yep. We all banded together, did our parts, and on the run up, we did what we could for both sides. It's your own choices, though. If we wanted to force anyone into thinking how we wanted to be, then we'd be no better. Well, I don't know, sweet. I mean, it's one thing if, I feel like if you really want to win someone over, you try to convince them. You don't just start out the gate calling people names. That's not really the, no worries, Daniel Screw. Take your time. If you come out the gate calling people names, so much, J-Sauce, so much. But if you come out the gate calling people names, why would I even want to continue that conversation? Obviously, you're not acting in good faith. You're just acting it out of emotion, All right, let me keep going with this video though, because I wanna see what these guys see some more.
Century. I want to ensure that America, not China, leads this revolution in air mobility. These breakthroughs
mobility.
can transform commerce.
Let's go.
Bring a giant infusion
Flying
of wealth
cars?
into rural America.
I'm here
and
for it.
connect families and our country in new ways. Likewise, through our strategic national manufacturing initiative, which is going to be very big and very, very successful, we will turn forgotten communities into
No,
hard
J-Sauce, not yet.
producing the goods we will no longer import from China. We will also have a major initiative on lowering the cost of living with a special focus on lowering the cost of a new car and lowering the cost to build a single-family home. And they will be beautiful homes. And I will ask Congress to support baby bonuses for young parents to help launch a new baby boom. Finally, I'll challenge the governors of all 50 states to join me in a great...
That's Elon Musk in his ear being like, we need to populate the country again. Not enough people are having kids because from his calculations, he's like, it's going to put our country in a lot of danger, which is why I think they started letting in so many illegals. But at the same time, it's like, just have more kids, people. Get down. Have more love. Make more love, It's fun to make babies, guys, by the way. If you didn't know that, it's super fun to make babies.
And beautification campaign, getting rid of ugly buildings, refurbishing our parks and our public spaces, making cities and towns more livable, ensuring a pristine environment, and building towering monuments to our true American heroes.
Wow.
Very important.
Yeah, I'll leave the stream up a little bit for you guys to go back and watch what happened. But again, man, I don't take any pride in getting into it with someone who I considered a friend. But at the same time, I don't really feel like a friend would treat you like that either. So I'm kind of in controversy right now with myself. Conflict with myself is the word. I'm not even supposed to get involved in politics being satanist, but since I fight MLMs and there's a factor of lobbying involved, then I only get involved that way. Yeah, I don't know. I started getting yelled at for being excited for some of the things Trump was saying, which mainly all we were talking about was him going after the cartels in Mexico, which I fully endorse as someone who's been a victim of their drugs, So of course I'm gonna be excited for that. So to tell me I can't be, I take acceptance to that through personal experience I have of losing decade and a half of my life to fighting drugs and watching it kill all of my friends nonetheless. Don't sit here and try to tell me, not you, nobody can sit here and try and tell me what I'm saying is not right or I'm looking down on others. I don't know, maybe she just joined in at the wrong spot, Sweet, because I feel like everybody else who was in here understood exactly what I was saying, but out of nowhere she came in and just started yelling at me. So anyway, though, that's enough. That's enough talking about her. I think I filled you in sufficiently. You always have you can always go back and replay it if you want to see it for yourself. But I want to get this video done and we can wrap it up. I gotta go get the kid to bed.
Importantly, I will
It just sound
also
like a
make
Nazi.
sure all of these new places
I hate
are
these
safe.
people.
We love and cherish our police. They will do the job the way they have to. It is time to start talking about greatness for our country.
Oh, I know, Sweet. I know. That's why I didn't ban her. I just put her in timeout. Hopefully she can cool the hell down. But, I mean, I've always made it a point that I'm always going to be 100% with my audience. Whether that pisses people off or not, all I can be is unapologetically me.
Again, I will dramatically increase living standards and build a future that brings our country together through excitement, opportunity, and success. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I want to see all that happen.
Hell yeah, I've never been so excited.
I'm keeping it 100.
So here's a reason why, Sweet, we started watching this. She told me I was being racist for reacting to pretty much the same thing that these four gentlemen just reacted to. And they were even more excited than I was being, but I was called racist. And they're not. So it's like, okay, where's the line? Like, why am I being called racist? But, is she going to call these fellas racist? I don't think so. So, I mean, this is kind of like the circle that Blue has been talking about. But one child was enough for me. It's expensive. Well, that's why he's going to pay you now, New Moon. He's going to pay you to have babies. I swear, I'm going to pay you to make the most beautiful babies. That's what I'm going to do. By the time you're done with Trump's checks, you're going to be wanting to get it on Monday through Thursday. Not on the Lord's Day, though. Not on the Lord's Day. Yes. Yeah, Massachusetts. It feels like it's a return to normalcy.
I wouldn't be mad if he started practicing.
Vertical landing.
If he started talking about isolation of the U.S. and start focusing on 100 of the U.S.'s energy on all these plans, I wouldn't be mad about that.
That's what he's trying to do.
I'm just surprised, like,
basically,
if we just stop sending all this money to all these other.
The circle of me like going into a topic and then arriving right back at the same point that I said before, Blue Jay. Like, I know you meant it like with me and her when we were talking, but I tend to have a habit of doing that too. Like I always say a point and then it ends up leading me right back to a point I already made. But sometimes I just gotta relay that shit. You know, I gotta make sure that stuff really gets hit. Like, pound that stuff into your minds. It's all right, Blue Jay. It's all right. We're actually gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. So I got a 10-year-old who's probably up right now, and she should be sleeping. But I gotta make sure she goes to bed.
Countries and said, nah, we just gonna spend it on us, and we just spent 4 years on this. I think that would be the greatest 4 years in American history.
It's just crazy. Wow. Like he actually came out with this type of plan.
That's how I roll, Soul. I'm too nice.
I thought he should have came.
Daniel's crew, let's go. Last one, thank you for putting family first.
Thank
your
you
daughter
for
comes
putting
before all this
family
drama.
first.
Thank you.
Your
and
daughter
she always
comes
will,
before all
Daniels.
this
I mean,
drama.
half the reason I do this is because I love her, and she thinks it's so cool that her dad's a YouTuber too. So it's like a win-win. She understands. She tells all her kids, she tells all her friends in school that her dad's a YouTuber, and they never believe her. So I feel bad for that. But I also feel weird about putting her on my channel, you know, after seeing a lot of the stuff that's happened to kids who've been online. I mean, she always wants to be in videos, but I'm always like, I don't know. That's why sometimes I put her in members-only stuff, because I know that the people who are paying, for the most part, in the member streams are usually here for the right reasons. So.
With this a little sooner though.
Yeah, this would help the campaign.
Well, you got to realize now the Republicans control.
Oh, this
the
is for
House
Daniel's
and the
crew.
Senate and the White House. This is a real time. I want to see every single bit of this plan happen. I want every dollar to be spent in the U.S. for the next 4 years to make sure this can happen. That is what I want
where we
for
could have
America.
been at right now. Ain't no telling where we could have been.
And
at
we're gonna
right
be like
now,
the Flintstones. Imagine they come like Elon or one of them come with like a machine, because he was talking about vertical landing. Like, what if
They
like,
trying to do
like
that.
a car basically to like could get you to like the other side of the United States in like the same amount of time as a flight? That'd be so hard, bro.
Man, imagine a crash up in the
my
air.
family lives in. Yeah, that would suck.
Imagine
My
what
family
cars
lives
were
in-
at
in
100 years
Florida.
ago. Imagine,
Pretty ass.
1925.
Technology.
They were pretty much wagons.
When I look at like
the
the
1925
bro,
car.
when I look up,
All right, I like what the guys are talking about, but I think that's good. I think that's good enough. Hang on, let me see what the lighting situation is on the other camera here. Oh, okay, I think that's cool. Oh man, guys. Well, this was a wild stream tonight, huh? This was a bit of a wild one. This was a bit, a little out of left field, if you get what I'm saying. I'll drop you a message later on. I lurk and crash out again soon anyway. All right, sweet. Yeah, just hit me up tomorrow. No, Daniel's crew, you get the horns. You donate to the bull, you get the horns. That's how it goes. I want to fly in a wagon. Yeah, me too, Soul. I want to fly in all the wagons. You know what I really am waiting for, though? The damn hoverboard. Not the hoverboard with the wheels that you lean on. We have one of them. Except we don't have a charger for it, so I don't even know if the thing works. But like the hoverboard from Marty McFly, where he could jump on it and he could just fly around on that. That's what I'm waiting for. Want me to raid Monroe? Yeah, I could raid Monroe if you want. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. All right. I think I'm subscribed to Monroe, so he should be in my thing. Hang on, let me see here. You got the good old profile. By the way, this is the new camera. Look how nice it looks, right? This is the lovely new camera. This is what I'm gonna be shooting my movies on. Look at the nice bokeh in the back. They call that bokeh in photography. When you get the subject in frame and everything else behind it makes the guitars look cool and stuff. Don't stress too much, bro. I'm sure it'll be good learning experience for everyone. Yeah, I totally agree, Master Toothpick. I think so too. So, all right, hang on. I know how to do this. I remember we spent like half a stream learning how to raid someone, so I should be able to do it. All right, where is it? So I got to go to YouTube Studio. And then I got to go to... Hang on. All right. As long as I thought for a second I was putting all this up on the screen, but we don't want to do that. Community, I think. No, not community. I got to go to my stream. That's right. Thank you, Soul. Yeah, we're going to, like I said before, guys, we're taking our content to the next level. I'm not going to be just one of them guys who sits down in front of a webcam and talks. I'm going to be giving you full-on experiences like no other commentator has ever done before. Some people say EG is going to change the game. I swear, when he comes and changes the game, oh, how he's going to change the game. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. I got to work on my Trump. I know. I got to work on my Trump. Don't be so hard on me, honey. I think it might be custom. No, it's not custom. Okay. I know I found this last time, but since I haven't rated anybody in a little bit. Okay. It's under content. There it is. Lives. Go to my stream. And then customization. There we go. Redirect. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Where's Moreau? What is he streaming right now? Blue Jay. He's not Yvonne Creates, right? Is he even live right now? What's his channel name? Hang on. Let me look. I know there's a delay between when I ask questions and when they can get answered, so. I know there's an M row. Oh, there he is. Moreau Live. Okay. Huge forethought drama. All right. I'm pretty sure that's it. So a raid means when I end stream, Daniel's crew, it just means that you guys are all going to be redirected to him. You guys can hang out, in his stream and, meet a new content creator, or you guys can simply go in and be like, hey, EG raided you. What's up, man? It gives him an opportunity to be seen, and an opportunity, to keep some people if he does a good job talking to you. That's essentially what it means. So just make sure, though, guys, before you log off, go into Moreau's stream, say hi to him in the comments, say EG raid, and then you guys can, it's up to you if you guys want to hang out in there or not. I suggest at least, saying hi, but I know it's late for me, so I don't know what you guys are going to do. You guys are free people. This is America. You're free. You can do whatever you want. But I would suggest sticking around and saying hi to him. So, all right. So there we go. I got it. Did I even subscribe to him? Let me make sure I'm subscribed to him. I wasn't before, but now I am. Well, this is his live chat, I guess. So, but he's got more people watching him than me, so good for him. Good for him. He's about to have more. Anyway, guys, I love you very much, and wow, what a crazy stream. But in the meantime, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. All right, much love to you all, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Make sure you guys check out the new video dropping this week. It's going to be on the War on Slop channels, and I'm defending Slop because, obviously I do a little slop here and there. So thank you so much to everybody who donated tonight. Seriously, I freaking love you guys. Seriously, you have no idea how much it means to me and my family when you guys do that. So again, much love to you all. Stick around and say hi to Moreau for me if you guys would. That would be awesome. Not that anything I think matters. Not a professional streamer or anything. Not yet. Not yet, JSauce. But we're gonna get you in here to help out. You're gonna be my future co-host because we're gonna use that New Zealand accent for good, not evil. Not for bossing around other women who are not as good of a fashion designer as you are. That's a Hercules reference for you guys. All right. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Day after tomorrow, actually, Thursday.